Sega.
These fuckers.
Those guys again. Oh god. Oh god.
Don't worry, I've pressed start.
I still think it's like cheesy fun.
It's that one doesn't bother me as much, but it's still
It
just
does
like
remind me of a different era though, because I actually played this at the time. I'm like, oh man, I was like
I know, yeah. It was just
13, 14 when I got this.
like God, yeah.
So this is normal mode.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm playing this. This is the GameCube version. I'm playing for two reasons. First of all, I've routinely heard back in the day it was the best version, even though I played this on the PS2 originally. And second of all, Dolphin is just an amazing emulator. So
There's probably not too many changes, but like I know PS2 was actually technically behind the other two consoles in that era.
it was.
Oh! I mean, I get that this is just, you know, a stylish thing, but I do like to imagine he got his holographic.
I think that is what happened though, because like the audio is like
Yeah.
No worries.
Very ambiguous, I guess.
I'm actually really glad I played this because it's given me a lot more to talk about. A lot of
Yeah.
things that you wouldn't notice just from watching, I think.
Yeah, honestly, I think playing the game for myself when I did it for Adventure 2 was just a lot more fun.
So, Yoshi, you ready to play Shadow the Hedgehog after this?
Oh, man. So, yeah, I remember when I first played this game, I had tried my best to like it and then went like, but this isn't as good as Adventure 2. But I don't honestly remember it too well.
Tails has a new voice.
He does.
Oh boy, does he!
Tails always has a voice.
His voice is, even when I was a kid playing this, I'm like, that Tails voice is really annoying.
Alright, so we have a new gimmick in these, like, 3 styles.
Three
Yeah.
characters. Yeah, you have power, speed, fly, which does, you know, line up with what they are.
Yeah.
These first couple of levels are going to be pretty sloppy gameplay-wise, because I really haven't played this in years.
No, that's fine.
And also I was like trying to remember the GameCube buttons.
Oh yeah.
So it's 3 gameplay styles, but it is just one, you know,
Level, and you
it's
kind
not
of
separated.
and just, it's not the worst thing to have like speed and power separated. Like you have a combat mode and a
Oh no, I like it.
yeah.
There's so to say my overall opinion of this game, I don't know what I think of this game
Really?
because the stuff I like a lot. The stuff I definitely prefer over the adventure games, but well, there's also a lot of things I don't like, which we'll get to. This opening level's great, by the way.
So, kinda what I thought about Adventure 2.
Yeah.
Enemies
Yeah,
have
pretty much
health
like
now. Forgot about that.
No, it's levels.
Best left to Tails.
Well, like when you hit them, they have like little bars?
Oh,
No,
sorry.
enemies have health.
Yeah, yeah.
Not on.
Yeah. Sorry, something the wrong thing. Yeah, they
You
did.
said the wrong thing. Oh no! All right, time for the sled.
Whoa, get this thing. Alright.
I do remember enjoying this. Okay, like it's probably maybe like I don't know how it compares to Sonic Adventure 2 because I haven't played either recently enough. People often say this is like down a peg, but like I'm not sure that's true. They're pretty much in the same wheelhouse though.
So I'll immediately say this is way more what I consider like what I imagine for Sonic, because this is colourful as hell. The game structure is basically 2 acts. I mean, they're not
Yeah,
they're not formally the same level,
Yeah,
but
it's 2 of the same world. Yeah.
pretty much, yeah. And then a boss. So it's structured way more like Sonic. There's no hope worlds. It's very
It's a lot
few
more
cutscenes.
classical styled. Yeah.
Yeah, which is good for me. I mean, especially my sensibilities. You know, I kind of dig this. I love how this looks, and this looks I played this in 1440, my new monitor with Dolphin, and it looks gorgeous. Like, these assets look great in HD.
Oh.
So this is a very attractive game, for the most part. But, this first level goes swimmingly, but,
If we go through those three
We might find this a little better, yeah.
so something's gonna come up. All I'll say is, this is not a video cut. This is not edited.
Okay. What the fuck? Oh.
Well,
It's
okay,
Jake.
okay, the
I
dynamite
remember
heady
this game
sound
as
was...
Jake.
Okay, the dynamite heady sound effect in the Tails face wasn't edited, but I didn't cut the video itself.
Say that sounded... But, I wanted to say, like, I think the thing about... Definitely the thing that this game has over Adventure 2 is that Adventure 2 has two gameplay styles that are not very good, and one that is relatively pretty good. And
This is one game. I mean, it's three characters, but that's
One style.
One gameplay style,
Yeah.
that's it's pretty good. I had fun playing this, even though there were some bits that are horrible.
What are the
but-
keys for?
Right. So if you reach the end of the stage without getting hit, you get to the special stage. Spoiler alert, I haven't done that once. And I didn't really try. Like, if the key was there, I'll get it. So
Oh, yeah, you get the emeralds from the special stages in this game. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize how classical this was.
yeah, you actually have to get all the Chaos Emeralds. That was me forgetting that the cannon, if you get in the cannon as a power character, it gives you manual aim. You actually have to change formation to
Oh.
do this.
Okay. I don't remember that.
I think they
Neither
shoot
did I.
places too, maybe. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, they do. But power is the one that gives you like full control.
Tails would be like the high thing, and then
Yeah, pretty much. I really like level design. Like it's there's a lot of branching paths, and granted, it's a little on the nose with it just being divided by character type, but it's still level diversity. You know, you can take different paths.
Something about that image that really struck me funny. Just them standing in a pillar formation, running on a loop-de-loop.
You get used
yeah,
to
I
it.
think
Yeah.
people don't give this game enough credit. But
Yeah.
It's not. It's got
People
problems though.
yeah, but I mean, people always say it's a step down. But I don't think they really think it's like a huge step down.
I think it's more of a step to the side.
We take a step to the side.
Yeah, I have to see more of the bad parts, because looking at it now, I'm just like, you know what, this looks pretty fun. I'm down with this.
Oh,
Yeah, we're on the first
ultimately,
page.
it's pretty fun. I do not regret playing this, but I wouldn't necessarily want to play it through as the other three teams.
And there's
yeah.
this.
Yeah, very very golden axe here. Just a screen clearing attack. And
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the characters level as well.
Yeah,
So you see those three
How does
dots.
that work again?
It's basically by doing stuff, collecting those coloured orbs, or if you hit a checkpoint with a certain character as the lead, and that just makes them better in general. It's most obvious with Knuckles,
I remember
because he
that.
gets like a 3-hit combo attack, and level 3 Knuckles does this like volcano attack, which is absurd.
I remember that, yeah.
Too easy.
I suppose Tails would get flyier and Sonic would get speedier.
Pretty much. I think they do more like damage. So Tails has Thunder Shoot, level 0 that kind of just stuns enemies. Level 3 it will just destroy them. Where you like
Oh, yeah,
throws
they do have
buttons.
attacks, of course.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad I played this, because I feel like I've got a.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I would have honestly forgotten about.
A sea palace.
Yeah,
It's
so
not really, of course, sort of on the side more than anything, though.
I'm ready to take them out.
Should also mention this level was in Sonic Generations and I think 2 of the Sonic Kart games.
You seem
it
to
was
have a
definitely
problem where you peer to the side as you go off a lift
Yeah.
because you're still holding the button.
So I don't
I
know
do.
where to hold the stick. Whenever like the camera changes, that becomes more of a problem as the game goes on, and on this level in particular. I don't know where I'm supposed to be holding the stick, and if you alternate any way that the developers don't intend, you are going to die, or at least come to a very awkward stop. That's alright on this level, but it becomes a problem.
I remember having the same problem in like the Sonic stages in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I was going through loop-de-loops and just like constantly hitting edges and like slowing down and being like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I suppose it may not be any worse than that, but the whole game is this basically the style, so it comes up more often. I'm guessing. So that just stuns them.
Yeah, they really need to have like just more auto tracking on the loops, so to speak, or at least fudging your inputs to do what you kind of want to do, even if it's not technically what you're pushing.
I forgot about this formation thing. They do a lot of different stuff in their different forms. I didn't realize.
This is me being an idiot and thinking there's something up here, even though that's just the Tails path. Even though there's clearly arrows there.
Even though the ground is made of arrows.
Yeah. I couldn't see the woods for the trees.
Oh yeah, you get to ninja jump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of
They actually put a
ninjas,
lot of different powers for the characters, so that it's not they have a lot of different ways to gate you.
yeah. So if I didn't do that bit with Sonic, I'd have to like go down there and fight that dude, or you can just bypass him. Like it's great. It's good level design. And then, yeah, so you mentioned ninjas. Espio is a natural ninja, and he can stealth past enemies. Not that I did that myself.
Yeah. His like every speed character has the tornado, but his turns him invisible
Oh yeah.
because he's a fucking ninja. I like what they're doing with Knuckles Dreads in this one. Like they like when he was on the fans, they moved around and shit.
There's a bit that's going to look funny much later on with the quote hair physics, but
I'm just so like since we're not going to see the other characters, like so Chaotix had like a find the X amount of items gimmick.
so at the end of the day, you're just getting to the end of the level, but you just have to keep your eyes peeled for things. And if you don't find them all by the end of the level, you basically just there's a teleporter that wraps you bound to the start again.
Yeah.
But you're really just doing the levels. And the levels are different per team, they're not just copy and pasted.
I think they're a lot copy and pasted though.
They are, but they're not literally
Which is-
one-to-one.
This is one where I really dislike that you have to play all the characters in order to get the final.
Yeah, I enjoyed doing this, but I'm not gonna do it over and over again.
Yeah.
So the other two characters are just easy mode and hard mode. I think easy mode often cuts out entire parts of levels.
Yeah, and Team Rose have a dedicated tutorial level that the other characters don't, called Seagate, which is just using these assets, but yeah, the other characters don't do that.
Also, I think they have a time freeze on their Team Blast as well as just the nuke, screen nuke.
I forget. And well, I definitely know Team Dark have a time cruise.
Oh yeah, they're chaos control. I think it gave you like, I don't know, full health or 50 rings or something. Team Rose definitely has something that made it easier with their Team Blast.
Cha.
They're sound effects. We never need to translate them.
I'm glad they don't.
Yeah.
So you can go down there, or you can go up here.
The one up here. Oh no, that's not a one up.
It's a Tails up.
So I want to say about Tails' voice. I looked up the voice actors. So Tails is Espio and Charmy's son.
What?
Okay, that's our new fanfic right there.
That was kind of cute. Like, I kind of feel like I'm not saying this Tails voice is the worst, but like, it's pretty bad. I kind of feel like they may have had some sway in his casting because his parents voiced other characters in this game.
A little bit, yeah.
So
At the same time, though, they really like using actual child voices for Tails in it.
It did, yeah, but this one's... I mean, maybe it's just because he talks way... So yeah, the voice acting, there's a lot more of it than usual.
Right.
There's a lot of comments in the levels, and my favorite part is that all the hints, like, instead of having, like... Oh, goodbye.
So I've kept in some deaths because I feel like that is showing the true nature of this game.
Yeah, I remember this
don't
game
worry.
was just full of jank.
Yeah, it is. This was my first sign of what was to come. Because I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I'm not 100% sure
Oh my God.
where I'm pressing on the stick. Don't worry, I do edit it down later on, but I wanted to show this the initial ordeal. This is where Sonic Heroes kind of goes to die. I don't know where to hold on the stick. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I really don't.
Are you supposed to, like, not hold anything? No.
No, because then you just stop. So I've done it this time, but I don't know what I did different.
Looks like its buddy has joined the party.
Well, what I do remember is like the hits, like instead of having it be Omo Chao or Tikal, it's actually just one of your characters doing it. And that means that as Team Rose, you sometimes have Big telling you tutorial stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of dig it, although the dialogue repeats itself a lot. I almost did this like counter thing for one of the later levels because Knuckles just keeps saying the same thing over and over, but then my video editor was like, it's held together with duct tape, so I was just like, nah, just leave it.
I mean, look at all those Eggman's robots.
Yeah.
And hey, you can get the medals. Well, the thing about the medals is you don't have to fucking Chao Garden. You have to play 4 different games.
Oh right, so I accidentally screwed up, and for some reason the game wasn't saving to the memory card, and I couldn't enable it, no matter how hard I tried. So you may see me like use the occasional save state, but I never actually loaded from saves. If you notice the little dialogue at the top. So you know, I want to play this honestly. That's just in case anything crashed. So I want to say for the record, I know what you're supposed to do here. You're supposed to send Tails out to like take down the gunners and stun him. But when it came to the bosses, I kind of wanted to see what I could get away with. You'll see. Maybe not so much this one, but
So you can do the Lightspeed dash like innately now, right?
you can, yeah. It's not a upgrade.
Something called the speed.
You have to be Sonic though.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, speed character.
I think Shadow can do it as well. Maybe not. I forget.
Well, I would think all the if I remember, there wasn't any ability difference with the characters too much.
There was some though. I don't think I remember SBO or Amy doing the Lightspeed dash.
They might have. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, there is the SBO invisible thing. I know
Yeah,
Vector has some pretty good attacks where he like just puts the other characters in his mouth and just like throws them with his mouth at people.
Oh yeah.
Although that is
was
essentially the
always
same
fun.
thing Knuckles is doing.
Yeah, I know, but I mean like
It's a bit different. Yeah, they're definitely all on it using the same template. I'm probably not doing this right, but fuck it. I'm hurting him.
I wouldn't know how you're supposed to do it, so.
Neither do I suppose.
I think that's about right for that phase. Is just pound on them.
Got it.
Like
So I'm only going for those because I want to like level up and might make this whole ordeal a little easier.
Oh yeah, look how much damage you're doing now.
Yeah, leveling up in these boss fights is more important than you might realize. Because you can't do shit at level 0. You can like just about stun enemies.
This isn't the end.
That painted on smile.
Yeah.
Yeah. Enemies still there. Let's not worry about them.
Piece of cake. Too easy.
I remember getting pretty sick of those, like, team attack animations, because you have to watch them every single time, and I remember some of them feel a lot longer than others.
Rescue the city under the control of Eggman.
Yeah, the mission thing there doesn't really only make sense for Chaotix. It's just beat level. Like, you know, there's not.
Eggman escaped
Yeah.
into the city.
Eggman's robots are taking control of everything.
Let's find Eggman and show him the real power.
Tails' voice actor sounds like he has a cold.
Must be an
I just noticed there's a checkpoint behind them.
Oh, what the hell?
So that's
Maybe there's the longer start sequence with Dark.
yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, that's just kind of weird. I just saw that now.
Just standing on it carries me forward.
The carrying forward
Sonic
thing.
Robo Blast card stage.
Yeah.
The carrying forward thing doesn't really matter because you usually just run along these anyway. You don't even notice.
Leave it to me.
So this is an interesting setting. Like, just
There, are we?
a really futuristic city.
Yeah. Kind of dig the art design in this game as a whole, honestly. It's kind of funny because, like, Shadow the Hedgehog kind of regressed back to the adventure style, being, quote, more realistic.
Well, I mean, given everything about that game, is it any surprise?
Yeah, but then 2006 was also realistic. So they did this. This art style kind of reminds me more of, like, I don't know, like Sonic Colors onwards era for Sonic games.
Well, also 2006 was a near launch title for the new next generation.
Gotta show those HD graphics.
They never give up, do
You don't want dumbass cartoon graphics for that.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Too cool.
He's too cool.
Got it. Yeah. Here we go. Whoa.
I'm trying to articulate what about this I didn't like as much as Adventure back in the day.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Not finding anything?
No, not really.
Well, might get to the later parts. Also, you might have started getting more discerning.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll probably say I prefer this to Adventure, but, you know, nostalgia's a factor,
it is, absolutely.
you know. But, you know, I probably wouldn't play this again if I didn't have to, you know.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Yeah. Level up.
It's not really anything to do with this game, but man, Dolphin is an amazing emulator. It just works. It's a GameCube game. It runs like a PC port. It probably runs better than the actual PC port they made. Oops.
Whee!
Yeah, you have to normally flip those over to damage them, but when you're level 3, it's just like, he doesn't care. Like that.
Got it. All right. Here we go.
You get rings if you hit all 3 of those bumpers, so, you know, you kind of want to be in power formation for that.
Oh, right, yeah.
Level up.
I'm on the wall.
Yes.
Right, there's something I want to point out here.
Uh-huh.
Right, so watch how I get on this pole. Right, so I'm like, okay.
Use that pole to go up. I'm sure.
Right, so I just dash towards it, right?
Formation.
Oh.
That worked, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you.
Confirm, there we go, that's definitely how you do it.
Uh-oh.
I
We
just
agreed there, right?
actually I thought I remember you're supposed to use the tornado to do it. Like I thought they made
Really
it like
now?
yeah, I
I
think
don't
it,
know maybe a good idea.
Too bad you didn't pick up on that.
Let's
Uh,
take care of this.
No, see, it works, it's fine.
that's
how you do it.
weird.
That's
I don't remember that actually working.
No, that's definitely
Well,
how
you
that
can
it
see he's
just works.
doing the tornado as
Exactly,
he
it
goes
works,
for
you're
it,
wrong.
and that's what's actually doing it.
You don't know what you're talking about, SK.
Okay.
Okay?
When grinding, use the B button.
Oh, this is back. Oh yeah, of course it is.
Everyone's doing it now.
What the hell?
I don't.
When grinding, use the B button to accelerate, and control stick to balance.
It's like you side jump there.
Wait, you didn't even jump off the rails. Like what?
I didn't press a button.
Huh?
I know that if 2 rails are next to each other, you can try to jump.
Trying to get up this pole.
Uh-oh.
Wait, is the only reason you can do that with the dash attack because you were level 3? Like it might have
No,
some.
gonna
well,
explain
it
to
was
me.
making the tornado, but I think if you do a dash attack in midair, you don't make a tornado. You have to do it from the ground.
Jeez.
Because, like, every time he did it successfully, I saw the little tornadoes start to
Yeah,
make.
yeah. But I think I want to say that's related to being like level 3 with Sonic.
Maybe. So yeah, you were right. But maybe it was a level thing, but I wanted to like keep that all injured because Yeah, I was doing the wrong thing, but the game let me do the wrong thing.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
why it would even let you dash towards it. Like, at all.
I mean, I'm editing that down, but like, you know, I was restarting from the checkpoint
Like I
every
said,
time.
I think like either because you're doing it on the ground or because you're level 3, like it did the tornado attack whenever you dash. Because I did see the tornado start forming.
Yeah, but why
And
would
there was a tutorial tip, but it didn't mention the tornado. It just said, "Oh, and just sort of fly towards that."
Yeah, that was kind of dumb.
I get like
That's my
literally
experience.
why it was happening, but why does that program to the game? Like, why can you dash towards it? Like, that's weird. I guess maybe for like speed purposes if you're doing really well, but
Just enough to pass.
I have no idea, but I was doing the wrong thing because it let me do it twice. It wouldn't let me save. I don't know what I did. There's a safe state.
The chaotic plant.
Team chaotic.
I wanted to mention at some point the theme songs in this game because I did that
Well-
thing. I was looking at the like all the vocal music in the Sonic series, and I remember pretty vividly what all the team themes sound like in this game. And because like one of them is pretty good, and then the others are like horrible.
I can't remember them all, to be honest with you, so... what I plan to do is after this, we'll do like an all cutscenes video, because I know, Yoshi, you wanted to cover Team Dark's story, and obviously want to see the true ending, so...
Yeah, kind of want to see the final boss fight too. Obviously.
Say it was
I
too
was
high.
planning
I
on
mean, you
ripping a
can easily
video.
find a video for that.
Yeah, just do
I
the
was planning
cutscenes
on-
for the video.
Well, I was planning on editing that, like just ripping it and editing it into this video, but my editor shut itself, so I was kind of just like, the video's done, that's enough.
But I just wanted to bring up, I think the team for the Sonic team, not the Sonic Heroes theme, which is confusing,
Yeah.
but the actual Sonic team theme is, I think, maybe one of the most awful things I've ever heard.
Great.
Like, I think the series is generally pretty good with its vocal music. Like, it's, like, at its worst, it's just really cheesy, and sometimes it's too cheesy, but, like, I still think it's, like, well made.
I get what you're saying.
But the Sonic Team theme is like it's fucking weirdly awful.
Well, going to the credits, I think a lot of the music's like guest composed, like each team theme seems to be by a different band.
Well, because I think the singer for this one is the same one who did like Sonic's theme in Adventure 1.
Alright.
So it's I want to say it's like the same stuff, but I don't know.
Leave it to me. Dave, here we go.
Aside from that, though, I think this game's soundtrack is awesome.
Oh yeah. The level tracks are amazing.
Yeah, I honestly really love the soundtrack, barring vocal
Absolutely.
stuff.
I think it's after the Sonic Adventure 2's like character-led stuff. This definitely is very like Sonic stage music.
Yeah.
I find. Because there's no question that this is like a sort of a kind of industrial kind of level from the soundtrack. I don't mean industrial music. I mean sort of like mechanical sounds.
It is odd that, like, they did a 2-act structure, but they're not actually, like, the same zones, you know?
They're not officially, no. They're not
Yeah.
officially multiple acts, but like, let's be honest, they are.
I think they just weren't interested in making them like blank zone in the modern era.
Yeah.
They're their own places, and the fact that they happen to be do it is fine, but they're not Oh yeah, triple grinding.
It's also slow as hell.
Let's go.
Whee!
Oh, I missed that. Oh well, so much for taking that shortcut. Oops.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Alright, sure. Shit! is kind of familiar. Just, you know, get some bonuses if you want, but otherwise, just, you're on an elevator. Have fun.
Leave it to me. Go.
The GameCube had such a weird controller.
Certainly did.
I like it, but it's strange.
It's like all one huge like primary button.
Yeah. Because I was looking at the X and Y buttons up there, and I remembered, like... It's funny, like, how much I've used that controller. I've never remembered which button is X and Y on that one. It's always just the top one and the right one.
It's not great for me. Yeah, because I've got those little prompts that remind me which character's which button. I'm just like, I mean, I was playing this with my Sea of Thieves Xbox One controller for a bit of context there.
You can usually tell by the curve of the buttons, although the Y is fudged there. But I think the X is the one on the right, so it would be the one on the right in the GameCube. Of course, when it comes to binding that to your Xbox controller, I don't know what you did there, so...
Which one did I map, sorry?
X and Y.
Oh. Yeah, can't even remember now. I think about just like, if I remembered the control scheme, I would have done like them on left and right or something. I was alright in the end. Yeah. Oops, I don't know what I was thinking there. Home attack's not that good.
Because I'm trying to think, like, if you bound them the same way you bind like a SNES controller, you'd have jump on the right, attack on the bottom, and then left and top would be the switch. So
yeah, they're unabashedly not in the same places, and as in other Nintendo controllers. So I just kind of like when we were doing the other, like, you know, the randomizer, like I just bound them as basically on their locations rather than their names. Even though I was using a, you know, Switch controller, which is, you know, same as the DS and the SNES. Also, fire!
Yeah, it's really randomly placed there. It's almost like, like teamers won't have those fireballs there, and then they'll just throw some more out randomly for Team Dark. I like doing the light speed dash most of the time.
Yeah, it's fun. There's something weirdly satisfying about it.
You get a little points bonus, and Sonic says something stupid.
I love when Sonic says something stupid.
The funny thing about this like slam dunk attack is they've got to get into position first. So I like start hammering the button, but they've got to like spin around you.
Oh right.
This is kind of a weird element for a Sonic game. Like, oh, you're trapped here. You've got to kill the enemies before you can continue. Oops.
No rings could just go right through the fucking ground.
Yeah, well. The homing attack seems equally unreliable on this game.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a lot more offensive options, at least.
That's true. Sometimes it's a little too eager to home in on things.
Yeah, I think I know what you mean.
I don't know why I thought that was a thing.
I was like,
just a brain dead kind of. Like I've already passed.
It looks pretty.
it's shiny.
I don't want a good look at it. The camera as well is mostly fixed, which is good, it's serviceable. Although occasionally you can't see the odd thing that's behind you, like a switch or something. You do have manual control with either the C stick or the triggers, which is kind of clunky, what you'd expect of the era.
Yeah, it sure is. I would have called it lava, but you know, to each his own.
This is the power plant. They don't make power out of lava.
I mean,
Or do they?
look at it.
Geothermal energy.
Leave it to me. Here we go.
Did it just rubber band?
Those barrier devices look like the ones we saw on the path. We can probably destroy them if we take out all of the robots.
The heck? He wants to die. Of course. Oh no.
Actually, just once.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Knuckles gets sick of it all.
So, whenever I do like Knuckles' power attacks, I honestly feel like I'm fighting for control because he just feels like he's just flying off and he can fly off the stages. Like I really don't like using Knuckles on like a narrow ledge.
I think I remember what you mean.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Each punch he just flies forwards, and then the controls are so finicky. Like I don't know where he's gonna go. So.
Just enough to pass.
I remember he has like the 3-punch combo in Adventure 2, and like it's not very useful because he doesn't actually get any distance off of it in like levels where it would actually be, you know, pretty nice because they're all pretty open.
It's great. It's great for like for fighting robots.
My darling Sonic.
Amy, what are you doing here?
Sonic, this time there's no way out of marrying me.
Oh,
Am I
What?
stalker?
and also Big and Cream are going to beat you up, I guess. I don't know.
I've paid the money to beat you up, Si.
Yeah, there's these like team fights, which
So, 3 types of bosses. There's normal, like a big robot. There's these team fights, and then there's just like a legion of robots.
oh yeah, the gauntlet.
So there is a right way to do these character fights, and I'm gonna confess I can't remember what it is. So there's a lot of me like fumbling around, but it's funny, and isn't that what matters at the end of the day?
He's stunned.
I remember there was a multiplayer mode, and there were like somehow 6 different modes in it. I know one of them was a race, and one of them was these team fights. I forget what
Yeah.
the other 4 were.
I think the idea is to switch to like a counter formation, but I was so overwhelmed with everything that was happening here, I kind of just forgot. So the other like the team fights in the other 2 games were too easy, and this one they're like indecipherable. Like I can't. They're either really hard or really easy.
Yeah, I don't remember them very much, honestly.
Level up.
Oh my god, there's so much noise.
Yeah, and I take my everyone's like picking up rings, and everyone's like saying, so there's 6 characters here, and they all won't shut up.
And one of them turned into a goat, I think, so...
Only big.
Nah, I think that might be Cream, or Cheese.
Got it.
Oh god, I guess there's a 7th character in this fight, too.
Swear I don't know Froggy or Cheese's brother. You got me mixed up with
Cheese's
someone else.
brother? Oh, I forgot about that.
So, I forgot, if Tails is like separated, which is extremely rare, he just has like his own moves, which is this fake ring toss.
Yeah. What? Yeah, I don't even.
This is a game.
What? What?
That's because he's alone.
But
Because
why is he alone?
Nobody likes Big. Oh, he meant
I-
like in the game, I don't know.
What happened?
He's dead now.
did you have he might have had like rings out, or I think he
I
might
don't
have
know.
killed himself. I don't
I
know.
think Queen killed herself.
Sorry, but we're in a hurry.
That's what it all comes down to. Tails fighting Big on the top of a skyscraper.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I won. I just started like throwing rings at them.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Lords of Vegas.
Boy, Amy sure doesn't give up that easy.
What is this place? Sure is bright here.
We got some time. Feeling lucky?
Sonic, we only have 24 hours left.
Okay, let's go.
We only have 24 hours left.
Seems like you're done.
Okay.
That was just a string of
We're gonna
different...
die.
These are all part of a pinball.
Right, so you know me, I've played my fair share of pinball, both real and digital. This is the worst pinball experience I've ever had in my life. These controls, again, I'm glad I played this rather than just watch a video of it, because I cannot express how fucked the controls are here. That you can sort of control it and it's sort of being guided by something. It's awful. I'd rather just not have any control over it at all and just use the flippers. Instead of this half kind of like in-between thing. I don't know. I can't even describe it. Like I'm fighting the game for control over the character.
Sounds vaguely familiar. I want to say it like almost has like tank controls where you like kind of pivot the direction.
Whatever it was, I couldn't figure it out in time. But I felt like someone was like, it was like someone was like leaning over and grabbing the stick off me.
What a jerk!
Yeah, the Robotnik sabotaged my Xbox controller.
Some classic sounds.
I mean, I like this stage aesthetically, but like this is just.
You have all. It feels like you have a lot of left and right control and not a lot of vertical control, and it feels weird that way.
I mean, maybe someone's mastered this, and I'm just an idiot, but I couldn't in this.
Yeah, because that sounds like
Well,
how...
if it's not intuitive, that's a failure. Given that it's
Yeah.
not.
I feel like that
This
maybe
is
is...
supposed to be a high skill cap part of the game.
It's one of the, I think, failings of this game in general is it's not intuitive. There's a lot of things that are just
But
not...
it's tutorialed like crazy. But then when they don't explain something, it's like, oh, what the hell? Why can't I grab on this pole? I mean, now I know that, you know, if I saw someone playing this, I'd be like, well, of course use the tornado, it's obvious, but I wanted to include that bit, like, that bit of me just seeing that the other thing worked. You know?
Right, yeah. It's weird.
I mean, this whole game feels like it's constantly like that. It's constantly giving tutorial stuff.
Depending on the matching symbol. A maximum of 200 rings is paid out
Oops.
with one ball. That is tripled when there are 3 balls in the slot machine.
Okay,
Couple of Eggman symbols. If they come up, we lose rings.
So every character can read that as well.
right, yeah.
Because I die at one point there. And then like Knuckles started saying the same dialogue. And then I think
Yeah.
Tails does as well.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. It's always your active character, so you just like have Big reading the lines.
But like the other two are there, can't they just say it?
Yeah. Well, it's whoever hits the question mark.
Sure.
I just am kind of wowed by the fact that he had to explain how, like, slot machines work in great detail. It's like,
Yeah.
really...
The tutorial are the weirdest things.
It's also, like, not important in any way, or do you actually have to do this? I forget.
No, you don't. And also, I hated these table physics so much. I just wanted to get the hell out. I had no interest in staying here to like get a high score.
Okay, yeah. So
I mean, there really is no need to like just farm rings unless you're like farming rings for something. I don't know.
That bit there looked like the video was jittering around, but it was still like constant, like 60 FPS. It wasn't dropping things. It just looked like it was just jerking the character around. So I forget, like, I think some you have to flip, the others you don't, so I probably didn't have to do that.
Leave it to me.
I think just the golden one had to be flipped.
Oh yeah, I remember trying to grab these things and always throwing my partners instead.
take this floor.
I do like the kind of the uniform look to the enemies, and how they like give them little themes for each level.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'll pick up on that.
The art design is great. I can't fault that.
There are no new characters in this game, are there?
No.
That's kind of weird for this era.
Well, I mean,
That's good.
This is also worth noting that this is their first multi-platform release,
Yes.
and their first release in a while that wasn't a remake.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, first ever simultaneous launch of 3 consoles. I actually watched the E3 trailer for this game. They actually like made a big deal about that. You know, like 3 platforms, 3 characters.
I guess. Oh yeah, Omega's new, but not really. No one cares about him.
I guess. Well, piece of shit.
It's like saying Jack 7 is new.
Yeah, exactly. I guess this is the first Sonic game on a PlayStation console and an Xbox,
Okay.
which is why it was like my first Sonic game in a while. Just want to punch the box.
I just want to punch a box.
Sometimes if you hit things at an obtuse angle, you'll just do like a 90-degree turn. It's like it's true of running, punching, anything.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Take this.
I forgot about this turtle enemy because they seem to use it a hell of a lot.
Yeah.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Oh, good. There we go.
Here we go.
Nice.
Got it.
Leave it
Got
to
it.
me.
Mako tries to be just that like robot character from the Star Wars games and the Rogue One that's just like just fucking lets kill everything. Not as good though.
Yeah.
Just kind of
All right.
unabashed murder machine.
Yeah, I think he only cares about getting Eggman.
Yeah, Eggman, revenge on Eggman.
You know, like they'll be talking about something else, and they're like, this is not relevant.
All right.
I think this is you just drained. This is the only
Yeah.
way-
It gives me- I do figure that out eventually.
What the fuck?
Oh, you figured this out by switching characters and finding out Tails was here the whole time.
I forgot about that. I actually forgot about that. I didn't encounter that while editing.
What the
I
fuck?
think that's where you end up when you drain.
Yeah, and Tails was already there, so I just like randomly switched characters, and he just switched characters.
Wow.
Just enough to pass.
Very odd game.
I was gonna mention. I remember SVO in some way has like shurikens. I can't remember how that's involved.
Forget.
Like he can throw shurikens in some way. It might be like his replacement for the lightspeed dash. If your theory is correct, I don't know.
Oh, this is like normal attack on the ground. Like Sonic's slide, I never use it.
Oh yeah.
Bingo highway, baby.
Yeah. So there is. I want to bring this up at some point. There is a remix of this song in the official soundtrack that I think is maybe because I have like a playlist of music that I very meticulously pick out like stuff I want to listen to, and I think that's like the longest surviving track ever. Like, I love the shit out of this track. I mean, the remix version is even better, but like it's just a really good track.
I like this tune a lot, although it gets a little exhausting by the end of the stage.
I imagine, yeah.
I think we put it on for Lords of Vegas, and I was like, after like 5 minutes, like, okay, I really gotta stop that. It's great, it is great, but it's very frantic. So I've got to get off the fan to get into formation to do that.
Right. I feel like that's one thing I don't particularly like with this game, where you get to a section where it's just like, it's not a choice, it's just, oh, by the way, you need to be Knuckles now. It's like, just kind of feels like padding in a way. It feels like a lot of the game is just, you just switch because the game told you to, you know?
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
He's armored.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, I'm a bit slow.
Here we go.
Yeah. Well, to be fair.
The hell?
Now we can stop this ice flow spinning.
What would that accomplish, Tails?
You could stand on it
Oh, I guess so.
Watch out.
instead of, you know, it going whoa and you just fall off and go wow.
I mean, it wasn't important, so I don't.
Leave it to me.
different path there.
Yeah.
Oh, almost got fucking crushed there.
I don't know if you can get crushed in this game. In the traditional sense, where you just die.
I doubt it. That looks extremely weird, Jesus.
On the table.
Really?
Fun is just about to begin.
Where's everyone going?
Yes!
Bingo?
All right.
Sorry, I had to.
Shh.
Whenever I hear bingo now, I just think of that line.
I do like how, yeah, there's this thing where, you know, the whole merging of pinball and gambling, which is kind of weird, but bingo, I feel, is even more extremely just out of place.
Here we go!
Yeah, it's not really... I suppose it is...
There is, it is gambling. I don't know if it's more gambling in Japan. I don't know. It is here. That's something.
Well, bingo here is like just what like old women do on like
Yeah.
Saturday night. Bingo.
There is token gambling to it though, often.
Mm.
You know, not like real stakes, but you know.
So as it does have an overlap with kind of the casino stuff in general, just as this sort of entertainment thing with like champ. I didn't get any of the bingo things, by the way, because every time I tried, like the physics are just.
I mean, it's just there to be, what do you get, like, rings out of it?
Probably live,
Yeah,
maybe.
you get like a buttload of rings, especially if you get a lot.
Alright! I vaguely remember this game being pretty buggy.
Yeah, and apparently this is like the best version as well. Like PS2 version was apparently even worse, and that's the one I played.
Oh, more buggy, yeah.
We're counting on you.
I'm still pretty sure that the PS2 version had better, like, worse frame rate.
Probably, maybe, I don't know. But this is the era where people weren't that sensitive to frame rate, I guess. I mean, the frame rate's always been a thing, but well,
They're starting to get it back again. I don't know. It's hard to tell because, like, I mean, the N64 era and PlayStation era was you take what you can get. You get 30 FPS if you're lucky. It's like an actual technical marvel if you get 60 FPS.
depends. Like, I mean, a lot of GameCube games I choose to run at 60, like the Mario
Yeah.
games did. I can't say for this game because while I am running and recording this at 60 FPS, this is an emulator, so I don't know if that's native or not.
I'm pretty sure it's native. I don't think most emulators allow you to overclock the frame rate because that's usually not easy to do if the game's not coded to have a variable frame rate. AKA,
I wouldn't doubt them making it 60. So I just thought, oh, just drain. And then you come to this area, which is pretty weird looking. I had to pan the camera around just because I just like get a load of this.
Get
get a load of it. Welcome to the bounce house.
Leave it to me.
Was it Sam Chobo? Chowbo?
I'm a little distracted to read it.
Fuck him, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, well, okay, I was just like,
I think he
right.
kind of
I'm like, oh, this is a thing.
I think he just like, you know, he saw him getting closer. He's just like invuln through it, you know.
Or it may have just been like, oh yeah, this is a thing. Also, I should have used it here instead. Whoops.
I assumed it was laziness. It was like, I don't feel like fucking switching characters. Yeah, now he's not moving at all. What the fuck?
Leave it to me. Okay.
It gets even worse when he gets up the upper level because he has this like diving punch thing
Oh,
that really
right.
gives you some distance. So I thought I'd like investigate these glass things in case there was anything worthwhile in them. No, there wasn't.
There's minor bonuses.
I feel kind of stupid looking at them going, hey, I wonder how you get down there. I forgot you've been breaking glass, like, for the past 2 levels.
Did I use that spring or did I forget about it?
Oh, there's a switch.
Yeah, it did something.
No, yeah, that was actually
It made the
necessary.
dice. Yeah, it made the dice stop rolls.
Ah,
You
So
could stand on them.
that was necessary. It just was kind of annoying.
Ultimate bingo.
This is a lot harder to control than it looks. I need to stress that. Like, it's sort of applying physics from the slopes, but not really. And then it's not even like gravity forcing you down. It's like, it feels like more like you're being pushed along by an invisible hand.
If I remember correctly, too, like, whenever one of the characters falls off, like, if the character you're playing, he just, like, jumps to the next character, assuming there's still some left. So, like, you'll just suddenly be a completely different character in a completely random place, and you'll have no idea how to anticipate
it's quite jarring. There's a point here where I just stop pressing buttons just to see where it takes me, if anywhere. It doesn't.
This is like a Sonic 1 special stage at this point.
I really want that 9 in the middle. No.
Isn't the special stage in this game sort of like a tube you run in?
It is, and the physics and controls that are also a problem there, because I could beat some of them, but I found them really difficult back in the day.
I remember there being some sort of, like, you're, like, collecting colored spheres, and I think there's, like, some sort of momentum thing to it. Like, you get, like, combos or something. It's something like that. I remember being interesting.
This bit's kind of annoying, because I know exactly where I want to go, but,
Yes!
I'm trying to do a flip a catch, but this game is not that complex physics.
What would you say is the best use of Sonic Pinball in a game? Would it be Sonic Spinball?
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever go better than that.
That's kind of sad, considering how, like, old that is by now.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the one game that's dedicated to it. Well, I suppose Sonic Pinball Party's a fine pinball game, but there's nothing... It's really just a pinball game with a Sonic liquid paint. There's nothing that unique about it. So here's the third type of boss.
We know who's going to win. Get them.
The Robot Carnival!
I love carnivals.
Not this one, you don't. This one sucks.
I'll take care of him myself.
So I remember this being fairly
Cool.
inane, I guess. Just
Yeah,
some enemies.
there's nothing too exciting. It's competent. I'll give it that. It's not like buggy or anything, it's something like this character fights, but it's not very interesting either. There's a big emphasis on just fighting robots in this game.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have a fighting...
You just run past them, but...
You have, like, a fighting style, so... One of the characters dedicated to it.
Yeah, so I want more options for fighting, that's why they got life bars, like, you've got to make this a bit more expensive.
That was great. Leave it to me.
Yeah, the tail's like kind of devastating when he's leveled up a bit.
Yeah.
Just cut through them.
How do you level down? Is that just by dying, or...?
It just resets when you lose a life.
Looks like there's a bunch of them. Come and get some.
We won't give up.
That's why I hunt for items a bit more than I would normally, because it is pretty beneficial to level up.
I don't know why
Really
I love
loud explosion.
at the end of that, like, it just shows Sonic just kind of flipping back into place. It's like, okay, now that's over.
So, one thing that's absolutely incredible is, despite all the years since I played this and all the stuff I've forgotten about it, for some reason I somehow remember that balloon at the top contained a team blast. I don't know how, I went for it and I was just like, that's the Team Blast, isn't it? And I was like, oh my god, I don't remember that.
Wow, yeah.
That's it.
I kind of feel like
That's
I
it.
get the feeling I maybe got stuck on this when I was a kid. Not saying it's terribly difficult, but I mean, I beat this in a day, in 3 sittings over the course of 1 day, and there's some bits that were frustrating, and I definitely remember the bits I got stuck on as a kid.
That was great.
This goes on a while, don't it?
Yeah, and I'm like holding onto that Team Blast because I'm just like, do I need it now? Is this the final wave? Or
Keep 'em coming.
and there's a volcano thing which just goes on for like 2 hours. So I'm just like,
Yeah, that looks like a good wave.
This.
Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones.
I like his voice in this. I'm not sure who it is though. I don't know if it's the guy who's still doing it. Probably not.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of bad Eggman voices.
What a
Or
way.
like a single bad one.
I'm pretty sure this one's different from the last one though.
Oh, for sure, yeah. I'm trying not to get ahead of myself because I remember how the story goes, and it's like, I don't know, kind of weird.
Right. So this is this level's when the controls become like a serious problem.
Tails, how much time's left?
This is where my like good feelings towards Sonic Heroes like really take a dive.
Speed ahead. Got it.
How
The only
much,
thing that's
how much time do we have left? We have until sunset. Well, then it should have been pretty easy to remember that.
also, I don't think they adhere to any kind of day-night cycle when they say that, and I've just realised. But
Who said those?
I should hate this level because of
On the rail, Sonic.
certain things in it, but the music and the aesthetics are so cool. I can't really be that mad at it. But yeah, this is where the controls is just.
The limitations of the controls become more apparent.
Yeah. Like these narrow rails. And you don't really magnetize to them like you probably would expect in, say, a modern game. Like, a modern game might like snap you to them a bit more. This one, no, you really gotta like line up.
I feel like that's consistent with Adventure 2. Like, it was pretty easy to miss those rails if you weren't careful.
Yeah.
It's funny, like, they really did dedicate entire levels to this gimmick in both
Oh, yeah.
games.
They're pulling out all the tricks.
I don't know if that's because it's an 06, but...
Well,
I
they,
remember that line going
they're
like
pulling out all the
30
tricks.
times.
What I was saying before about the lines, it was that one.
Oh, no. The triple loop-de-loop.
I mean, this looks cool, but... Oh, no, I'm stuck on this. I was kind of hoping that the rail would just continue, like, so I can, like, course correct, but then it's just like, no.
Later, loser.
Leave it to me.
Level up.
What's up with that train?
I did not see that coming. Look out, a stationary object.
No hurt if I hit it, though.
I was to say, I remember you being able to take damage from that.
Well, I mean, slamming into a train at 100 miles per hour might hurt.
You say that about a lot of things Sonic does.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Let's leave this to Tails.
Perfect formation.
Let's go.
I think that banding just plummeted to earth.
Later, loser.
So you really do go a lot slower if you're in flying formation like this.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You can also balance on the rail, but I'm not sure if that actually affects your speed, other than just letting you like jump between the rails.
I mean, that's the thing, is I don't remember how this compares to Adventure 2, but yeah, in Adventure 2, like, you could gain speed that way, but if you didn't lean the right way, then you actually lost speed.
Well, I think I went into flying formation just because I'm like scared of what's ahead.
That's an armored train.
You want a race?
And then Sonic says, "You want to race?" I'm like, "Oh shit, maybe I should get into speed. Maybe I want to actually beat these things." Although the leaning is like really subtle, so I couldn't really.
Honestly, it doesn't look like it does a lot here, because it was pretty intense in Adventure 2.
So here, like that, I've got to line that up. You know, you come off the rail, and the developers expect you to just not press anything. But if you are already pressing something, then shit, we've got to course correct like immediately. A lot of this game relies on you not pressing anything, which is a bit difficult because it's a video game. Like, the game will like drop you off a rail onto another one, but it just presumes you're not going to press it like that. If I'd been like pressing like the wrong direction or something, I would have just plummeted between the rails and died. That was not as bad, but there's like worse cases.
Leave it to me.
There's a lot of new switches.
Leave it to me.
What the hell's going on here?
Here we go.
Sure.
Oh, you have to hit all 3 switches at once. When you touch a switch, it leaves a character behind to stay at the switch.
Oh,
You
yeah!
want to hold them all 3 at once.
Leave it to me.
So I think I'm supposed to do that to unlock that spring. I'm like, yeah, no. I don't know what it does, to be honest with you. I didn't bother
Probably
with it.
something better than unlock the spring, because that was way too easy to just fly over.
Yeah, I don't know what it does because I didn't honestly I didn't notice the switches until he pointed them out.
It might have just been like a key, or you know, a
Maybe.
cool power up or something.
Key sounds about right. It's a new the veils are color coordinated, even though that's nothing to do with the characters that use them. Yeah, no, I know what I'm doing. What?
Bud,
Too fast.
what a jerk.
Yeah, it shows me that for going too fast. I mean, when this goes well, it's great. It's like kind of exhilarating, but when it goes badly, it just sucks. Nope.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
I'll try to salvage it. Not happening.
Derail.
They're pulling out all the tricks.
Are they now?
They are.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
yeah, those are grindable apparently.
The fuck?
Wouldn't have guessed that.
I think that target may trigger something if we hit it with a ball.
Also known as us.
My friends, the ball.
Here we go. Go.
It's almost as if that target is telling us to hit it with a ball.
It's like they're inviting me in.
Here we go.
There's a key there, whatever.
Would have liked to see the special stage at least once, but it is what it
We'll
is.
see it. We'll see it.
Oh, okay.
Well, not in this, you won't, but we'll watch it.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Here, what?
Oh, I've got to line this up, otherwise I'm gonna die.
There was a platform there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got to line up with the platform there.
Double dub.
Watching that.
What is Sonic's pose? What the fuck is he doing?
It's cool. And cool.
It's cool and mid-run somehow, even though not really.
No, but Shadow's the coolest.
I mean, that's what he says.
Bullet station. Get lots and lots of bullets.
I guess this mission is kind of relevant because it is something you actually have to do. Somewhat, you're still just going to the exit, but you get little detours.
Leave it to me. After a while, you homing attack with Sonic as the leader. Press the A button for triangle jump.
Funk.
Use the control stick
Yeah.
to change the jump angle.
Yeah, because if you don't jump soon enough, you just fall off, right?
Well, yeah, but I was hitting the button immediately. I think he just runs out of momentum after a while, I guess.
No, you
Well,
crash into that
yeah.
spinning wall thing.
Alright.
The idea is you time your way past those.
Let's go.
Well, that's a thing that exists, alright.
If we, it's one of those things you like, you show them that, hey, there are these enemies on the rails, and then you actually put them on dangerous rails later on. Yeah, that was a great sign, by the way, yeah.
Got it.
Looks like we can go down using that stuff.
To be fair, I wouldn't have picked up on that too.
It took me a second. I was like, wait. Well, there was a thing back there, I guess, but, like, the placement was kind of weird.
I mean, it was like a surface there, it wasn't just skybox, so I guess maybe that's why I thought that.
Destroy that engine core. Got it.
Yeah.
Break this out.
I don't know why I love it. Just like he punches it, and then suddenly they're on a rail.
Yeah, I was just like...
Whee!
I think there's like a million shortcuts like that if you just jump off the rails, but that's also like not something I'm really want to do most of the time.
Whoa.
I mind seeing a speedrun of this game because I think there's all sorts of crazy shortcuts you can do. Physics.
Momentum. Yeah, it's got some of that top path, bottom path mentality in this game. Also, hey, I didn't know you could actually do that.
Neither did
I
I.
think we can use that pole to go up. Leave it to me.
Still get the tutorial for that after we've well established it.
Yeah,
For me.
they're really into that. I'll use your chaos control.
What the hell is that?
Oh my god.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Go.
Got it.
Tails just snapped to it like, alright, I got it.
Why don't we go down there?
As opposed to staying here and doing nothing.
Take this. Take this.
Take a break? Guess not.
Leave it to me. Dang.
Fuck that grade.
I think that grate was the grate that you like hit from the top and it like falls
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
bottom.
Level up.
This door won't open with a switch.
Okay.
This door is fake.
This door is painted on. I hate
Jesus.
that, by the way.
Yeah.
Why the hell is there a tightrope walk in a Sonic game?
I don't know, I just like speed dashed over it. Especially with these controls, like that's horrible. You know what I just
Sonic has way
realized?
too much acceleration for that.
This almost feels like it's controls like a digital control. Like everything just kind of snaps awkwardly.
I'm sorry,
Even
no.
though it is.
I'm sorry. What the fuck was that door? It was just like, well, this is the door for a different team,
Yeah, it
so...
doesn't open, well, the thing about that door is it doesn't open with a switch.
Oh, okay. Why the fuck was it there?
Immersion.
I know that because like if I reached there and there wasn't a switch, I'd be like, there wasn't a door. I'd be like, how the hell? Why isn't there a door there?
I like him.
But you can't just go in that way, so they have to make it a door without a switch.
Assuming
You know,
that's like a path for a different team. Like, they didn't just like cover off the door. They put a tutorial there to
Or just
explain
dialogue.
to you
They have
that
to.
you
They
don't
had
need to
three
go.
voice actors explain why that there isn't a switch there.
Unbelievable.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
That's what I call a flight.
Okay.
I think my heart stopped too.
Pulling out all the tricks.
Got it.
Why don't we try going up there?
No, I think we just stay here.
Leave it to me.
Go.
We're not gonna fail, are we?
Yes, we are.
I love it when you get a really generic line so they can
Yeah.
use it in multiple situations.
They said that Knuckles is always very cautious, and Sonic's like, yes, we are.
Whoa!
I thought that was a death. I was like, wait.
I wouldn't put it past this game, let's be fair.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
That's it. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
I'm right behind you.
Take this. Yeah. Take this.
It's fun.
Got it.
Watch out.
The train car that's just two big walls, I guess.
Knuckles, destroy that engine core.
Got it.
I mean, I know it's a video game, but
This is back.
They use this a lot.
Bobsled takes
I honestly forgot this showed up after the first level, honestly.
The speed.
Yeah, they do use it in dangerous situations and like
the bobsled won't
when a character. Oh, you're dead.
oh,
Whenever
I
you
think
get
takes on damage.
I wasn't expecting actual hazards there, that's why I was kind of thrown off. Thrown off.
And if Tails falls off, the bobsled won't be able to jump.
yeah, you like lose a character and so you lose speed and you lose the ability to jump if Tails goes away.
And then you can't turn. So I can't turn now. Well, I can barely turn.
We aren't gonna make it indeed.
Each time the bobsled takes on damage, one character is thrown.
one
I'm taking mine every
character.
time I die. I have to do that stupid train section again.
Tails
Oh
Like
god.
the checkpoint a while ago.
Can I just mention he says one character?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Well, there's a bunch of characters, real characters. That Team Sonic, right?
I mean, it is a very tutorial thing, so I'll let it slide. But yeah,
No, it kind of breaks kayfabe, so to speak.
take care of them.
Then again, I
I'll
guess
take care of them,
it's-
dies.
This is my final suicide attack, Tails. I'll see you in hell. Where's Sonic? I've never noticed
he's
he's
catching
gone.
up because he,
Hi.
I never notice that when I'm playing.
Shit.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Oh, I haven't figured it
Like
out.
we have to activate all three switches.
Chase! Chase!
Here we go.
Shay.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Jesus.
I just didn't expect it up there because I just thought it was kind of far out of the way, but
Have Knuckles climb up the wall.
Next.
nah, no, in this game he's not. He seems to have forgotten how to do that.
Leave it to me.
Shoot.
Oh yeah, they like capture your teammates.
Yeah. Oh, you're down to the fucking confusing ass throwing rings.
Let's go.
I'm trying to remember what the other characters do if they're alone, if it's like the same thing or not.
Ahead of us.
I think Rouge can do
I
it
think
as
it-
well.
Oh yeah. I think there's different ones for some of the others.
Hmm.
Ow, my head.
Let's go.
It's like stuff I can collect. I don't care to send this.
You want doodads? We got doodads.
We can do better.
You sure can.
You're basically getting shit if you die at all.
He just like screws up
Yeah,
your
you
time
lose all
bonus.
you lose all your score up to that point
Hmm.
from all the enemies you killed and shit.
Sonic, look!
That thing's loaded with Eggman's weapons.
Eggman, you're finished.
But is it loaded with Eggman's robots?
Yes. Took me a while to realize this is just the first boss with a, like, an attachment. So, I know the idea is to throw tails, like use the tails projectile, but I found my own technique.
Alright. Oh my god, okay. What the f- Hello? Sonic?
Now we gotta...
What the fuck?
This game is the definition of jank. It's like, there's a lot of things that are good about it, but then there's... well... this is not what you're supposed to do, but... hey, the song worked.
It works amazingly well. How did they not think of this? Oh, sweet, you got a level up. Now you can do 2 damage a hit.
Guy never gives up, does he?
I kinda miss it. What is Eggman threatening to do here?
Yeah.
Like, what was the thing in the ransom note that he gave us?
Stop me if you can, you pricks.
Oh.
I forget if he said prick or not.
Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe not, but I'm not.
I'm not an expert in this game. Something to that effect.
Hey, you piece of shit! Come and get me if you can, you little bastard.
You pingas!
Hey, Sonic pricks.
Sonic pricks!
You'll pay for this.
So, right, I want to point out he's leaving. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. He's definitely gone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna miss him.
Eggman, you know you can't
Gotta
win.
be for not playing it in the intended fashion. Nice there.
Once again, you fools have been tricked.
It's a
He fell out on the way out.
From these canyons, watch as I conquer the world with my air fleet. And this time, you can't stop me.
Drat, a trap to stall for time. Sonic,
It's not an Eggman robot. Sonic! Knuckles!
What?
All life form data successfully copied.
I forgot that they just flat out showed him.
Yeah. That's the funny thing is, that's the only glimpse you get of him until you get like the actual, like all the emeralds and shit. There's also another like kind of
You get one in each story, I believe.
yeah.
no way off the hook this
There's
time.
also one element in Han Castle that just basically shows him, but it's not very subtle. But yeah, I suppose it's subtle by kid standards.
I'm trying to figure out why Tails looked at that and was just like, nope, it's not Eggman's robot.
Well, he's a genius, you see. That means
It's not
technology.
You figure that he might have made more of a point of that to be like, oh, by the way, I somehow figured out that this is like a third party.
Nice save somehow. Is it a save?
I've lost my bearings. I don't know where the hell I am.
So I remember this
You're
level
going
exists,
off, aren't
but
you?
yeah, I don't remember much about these sections.
Camera, I'm okay.
Let's go!
I'm okay.
Well, you found the shortcut.
And then
Except
what the
somehow
f-
missed the second.
Oh my god, this game.
They didn't link up correctly because this game is full of Jake.
Let's go!
Here we go.
Yeah, there's a lot of near deaths there.
That's the intended path through this level, right? Right?
I want to see a speedrun of this game because I can't even imagine. There's no way they would stick to the paths, you know?
Yeah, absolutely not.
I guess it's good. It has that flexibility, but whenever you go off the beaten track, I'm just like, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna fall, and I'm gonna die.
Leave it to me!
I get the key, even though I had no real ambitions about reaching the end without being hit.
Did you guys hear a croak?
Let's go!
So,
Well, it's a doodad. You might as well pick up your doodad.
so frogs make the rain. Got it.
Yeah, we know that. I don't know if that's... I don't think that's a Japanese culture thing, I think that's just
Leave it to me!
a
Let's
Sonic
go!
lore thing.
Let's go!
Is that supposed to be spinning like that? Because I don't think it is.
Right, so I didn't realise this until, like, way later on. I saw that, I was just like, what the hell is that? Why is it spinning so fast? It's one of those target things, but if you get too close to it, it starts spinning like that, so you can't... That means you can't hit it. It means back off, and then hit it with a flying attack. But I just saw that, and I thought it was just glitching out, because it was spinning so fast.
That's weird.
There's a lot of weird stuff in this game.
I feel like maybe the reason I didn't like this game so much is I thought it tried to do too much.
You say that after Sonic Adventure 1.
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I think this is... Like, at the core of it, if it worked properly, I would definitely prefer this over both adventure games. But it's so janky, it's so full of things that just... Like, I'm constantly like, fighting not to just fly off a ledge. I'm scared to deviate from what the game wants me to do. It's not good, but like I think the intentions were good.
yeah, I think that's it. Is like, it could be a good game with all of these, like, it kind of has all the parts, but they aren't put together quite well enough.
I feel like this would benefit massively from like a fan patch, you know? Not that anyone would care enough, but... Like,
No, I think people would care enough. This is the Sonic fandom, after all.
Yeah,
But at the
even
same
the Sonic
time-
fans, though, this isn't Adventure, you know, or Adventure 2.
No, there's still... I think Zero still has a bit of a base. Especially among the younger set.
Leave it to me!
It's maybe just not enough to warrant a mod. But anyway,
I think it would just be really hard to fix physics in post, because you really need to know how they work in the first place.
you know, it'd be good. I feel like if you just have so many bottomless pits, just put some floor here, and then if you fall down, you just gotta backtrack a bit. You know.
Oh, you only have one Tails.
Let's go!
So you're supposed to hit those before you get closer. I didn't even pick up on that at the time. Man, I'm just getting impatient.
Man, someone keeps playing the Song of Storms, but it's making those frogs happy, I guess.
Leave it to me! Let's go! Look! There's that flower again!
They'll give us a heart piece for it.
I was trying to just do that.
Wow! I've never seen a mushroom that big before!
That's the second biggest mushroom I've ever seen.
Pulling out all the stops.
Why don't we try going up there? Eggman's robots.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
There they are.
Christ.
Leave them to me.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was like, oh my god, they talk way too much. And take in mind, I've never played a Sonic game where Sonic spoke before. So like,
yeah.
of all the games that introduce the idea of Sonic talking, it's this one where he doesn't shut up.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Here we go.
I want to say it was also like a personal thing for me where I was getting like at an age where I'm like, this whole like kid-friendly, like silly stuff was just kind of getting old hat for me, and I was just like,
Yeah.
I need that part where you need to be dark and gritty and edgy. Well, don't
mean-
worry, Sonic the Hedgehog's got you covered too.
I mean, I wasn't all
Like
that.
Sonic the Hedgehog, I mean not Sonic the Hedgehog. It's Shadow.
But I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah,
I
no,
ever went through that period myself, but I know there.
I did for a lot of things, but I think Sonic was just Sonic for me, and I kind of liked. I don't know.
Let's try grinding.
Then again, I never saw Adventures, so I wasn't like.
Yeah, like I kind of had my fill of 3D Sonic at that point. I'm just like, yeah, it's not ever really going to be as good as the 2D games, is it?
So I'm going like in the flying formation just because I'm terrified that I'm going to outrun this thing. I'm pretty sure it's programmed not to, but this is this game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on. I think. Because the actual current level of the characters gives you
I didn't use all my
bonus
strength.
points. Didn't use all his strength, idiot.
The ranking system's kind of funny. Like, just it's somewhere at some point, someone decided, no, we can't use the letter E for rankings. It's got to be an F. Forget if that's a US thing or not, but
You sure it's safe
I
around
mean, you
here?
definitely get an F.
There they are.
Well, F stands for fail.
Yeah.
ah,
Leave them to me, son.
And if you got an F in this, well, it means you didn't beat the level. Oh yeah, this one's got bad frogs.
Here we go. Got it.
bad frogs.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean, and I'm just like bad frogs.
Is that anything like bad rats?
Here we go.
Yes.
Oh yeah, these enemies that they have spikes popping out of them every so often.
Yeah, very like, well, very classic Sonic.
You went halfway to getting that balloon and then just went, oh wait, I don't care anymore.
Pretty much, yeah. Read my mind.
Hey, there's that black frog again.
That's racist, Tails. Sorry.
Bad frog.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Let's head up there.
Let's go.
I don't know
Let's go.
if I like or dislike the literal signposting for what ability you should use.
Here we go. Got it. All right.
But maybe that's
It's
like subtle. for the
Probably
game.
better than what the signposting they would do, but I feel like if you're really like a master, you would probably do a lot better signposting natural.
We are.
Yeah. I think for a kids game, it probably doesn't hurt. Hey, idiot, fly.
I think it's more just like for Sonic Team, it probably doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
They're not good enough to do. I'd rather they show me what to do than try
Yeah.
to do.
Be careful not to fall.
Oh, I know what happens when this game like makes you presume things.
I'll take
Yeah.
care of them.
It makes an ass out of you and me.
Already.
So I think this is like a trick to remove its armor. Also, I underestimated how long that swing would last. I think it's a trick to remove its armor, but I could just do that. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember if there was one or not.
Tails mentions it later on, but like I think like the tornado removes shields, something to that effect.
Well, yes, Sonic, I did hear it.
Yeah,
From-
but not like a fucking hammer. I don't know.
No idea.
There's that black frog again.
What is implying like it's the same one?
Yeah, and that's the same one too.
He teleports. He is the mastered time-space distortion. He can be everywhere simultaneously.
Oh yeah, he has chaos control.
So what does it make, like acid rain?
What are you gonna say? He takes acid. Makes you take acid. I'm seeing that black frog again. Sorry. Did you lick the poisonous toad again?
Leave it to me. Hey, go. Here we go.
Got it. Level up.
You haven't really never questioned until just this second. Like, why the logic of mushrooms being bouncy? I guess it's just they're kind of spongy. I guess.
Yeah.
That pretty much looks like the supers you get in Street Fighter EX3.
Okay. That was close.
That was one heck of a battle.
No problem. Piece of cake.
Bye, Tails.
Sonic likes saying piece of cake, doesn't he?
Mm.
Leave it to me. Let's go. Hey.
Did you edit a sound into there, or was that just really loud for
No.
some reason?
It sounded like all three of them like hit at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
It went boom, like times 3.
I don't know why that reminded me of that video I think you retweeted of the, all of the jump sounds being different in the first three
Yeah,
Sonic games.
I never noticed that.
Yeah. It's stupid subtle, but... So that's happening.
Leave it to me.
It kind of reminds me of the Punk's attack the AI characters always like to do in the first 2 Tekkens.
I'm just thinking you, like, Goomba stomped an enemy as a Sonic character.
With your fist? Oh. I don't know why I said oh.
Oh! Take that, Mario!
Doing, 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 doing.
Already.
Leave it to me.
Yeah, like Espio could go through that laser gate by going invisible.
Let's go.
You're on the wrong side. This is gonna end in penalty. That didn't even really look like you went underwater there.
Leave it to me.
Oh, I survived.
Let's go.
Be careful not to fall.
Good advice. Thank you, Sonic.
Let's go.
No shit.
If only you had told me that before I died.
Here we go.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Maybe he's being sarcastic. Maybe he's bushish Sonic.
Oh, jeez.
Trying to fuck up Tails, you little prick.
Yeah, try not to fuck it up this time, Tails.
I just wanted to get off the rail. I can't switch to Tails.
Leave it to me.
Ugh.
Leave it to me. Now that we're safe.
I'll try the other one.
Yeah, you didn't have enough speed, I guess. Because testing was for losers.
Here we go.
Man, it's not as... Reminds me of Rayman, how that literally... Rayman 1 wasn't... It was only playtested by the level designers, so the game was like stupidly difficult. Because the level designers like knew how to play it instinctively.
Here we go.
Got it.
It feels like there's a weird limitation on your flying to make up for the fact that if you could just actually fly anywhere, it'd be kind of broken.
Yeah, oh, thanks, Foggy.
Oh, we can't, Sonic.
At least it kind of makes sense because you're carrying 2 other people and shit.
Sure.
Leave it to me.
And you can never fly indefinitely previously.
Let Sonic take care of this. Level up.
What the hell?
Some weird texturing issues.
Whoa.
We actually did outrun it, maybe. I don't know.
What the fuck?
The thing kept growing though after we ran out it, and we caught up with it, and it like grabbed us and threw us off the edge. It was amazing.
Got it.
Yeah, it's the safest way down.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, yes. What did that do?
I don't know.
It got us 1,000 points.
I've got 5 rings.
They're trying to take us down to the
Oh, good. This camera angle. Yes,
Wait,
this is not supposed to be the correct camera angle. You're backwards somehow.
No, this is intentional, you'll see. There you go.
Really big that flaw.
This is one of those things where, like, it's kind of like well animated and it's quite an impressive set piece, but you're so focused on just not dying, you're not paying the slightest bit of attention as to what's actually behind you. You know? Like, I'm only just getting a good look at the alligator now.
That went on for quite a while for what was just the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
yes.
I like the fact that you had to jump up there to get the in-goal post, but then they just celebrate on the ground again, so...
They were just doing like a little send-off with the frogs there, the good frogs.
Yeah, the one where they're like bad frogs that hated us.
But they still killed the bad guys, though, the black ones? Who knows? I don't know frog lore.
Oh no.
Hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about. Bet you those guys will end up getting in my way and making trouble.
Hey, isn't that
Sonic!
No, that's Shadow.
Stubborn and full of surprises.
Long time no see, boys. Too bad you had to come all this
So I hadn't played
We'll take it from here.
Adventure 2, so this is my first time seeing any of these characters. Like, I had no idea who Shadow was.
We have a date
No idea
with
who Rouge was.
that so? Well then.
Rouge, now you can see her tits.
Hey, that's my
I mean,
line.
no, they just emphasize them. It's a big difference.
That was a sillier interpretation of Shadow. Forgot about that. He's like weird smug now.
I kind of liked his line reading there.
Like my
Yeah.
I'll get over here!
Why do you always fight Shadow in jungles?
Oh my god, it's their theme. Holy shit. Oh my god. So their theme is kind of interesting because I think I would actually really like it if it weren't for the fact that the vocals are the dumbest shit ever. It's like, it's one of those things where they keep just like name-checking everything and it just sounds really odd.
It's very of the era.
Yeah.
Level up!
So I got this idea that maybe I should just level up first. I try and grab those first.
Better at fighting enemy formations. Let me be the leader when chaos.
The teabag.
So I honestly thought I'd softlock the game here.
Oh god.
Because I forgot about the time stop. I thought, I've softlocked it. Oh no, I haven't.
Oh my god, this game. Right, so I would not be able to guess like which formation's better against what.
I can't even tell what's going on half the time.
Apparently Sonic beats the flying one. Also, I'm so glad they made a version of this song that's just the chorus repeated over and over. Because that's good design.
Oh my god. The
Wait!
enemy team hit the hint. The
Jesus.
enemy team hit the hint and got the hint.
Oh my god. Fuck this game. That means that they're actual just like player characters with a script, meaning that
Yeah.
they will just say all of their lines no matter what. Because oh my god.
Yeah, they're not like separate AI entities. Like they are just player characters that just like controlled by an AI script. They shouldn't be able to get tutorial in.
That's
I've never seen
amazing.
a boss. I've never seen a boss get a tutorial.
I've never seen a Kano transformation.
Chaos control.
Well, they just said like, no, fuck you.
So it's right there.
Whoa! Fuck this game! Oh my god!
This is amazing. It's the best game.
I hate this game!
Let me be the leader when the enemies are in fly formation.
Oh my god!
Wait, we what? What?
Oh!
If only we had more time.
Oh my god.
We have all the time we need. Chaos control! Well, that was silly.
Ding.
There's gonna be a bit of whiplash there. Well, that was silly.
No, right? Hang
Probably
Chaos.
not a cut there. We had to put a cut there because SKI couldn't stop laughing for like 24 hours.
I saw Shadow and Eggman head this way. This has gotta be the right way.
But it's so spooky here.
Jesus Christ.
Ghost of Shadow we saw earlier.
Woo! Stop it, Knuckles.
No, explain why he suddenly vanished and then you won for no apparent reason.
I do kind of like Knuckles just kind of sassy tail there.
I kind of wish there was more of that.
I feel like
Seems like something Knuckles would do too.
it feels like they kind of just glossed over the fact that Shadow is supposed to be dead, but he's not. They're just like, yeah, he's a ghost, I guess. That's alright, bye.
Yeah.
So I actually really like this stage.
What? What's
Thematically and the music, it's great.
Yeah, I remember this. Definitely one that stood out. This one and the next one were pretty interesting. So this one's got the gimmick of flipping upside down. It
Do you know how they did that?
Leave it to me.
It seems like they probably just had it loaded twice.
It's literally a separate map.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I mean, it does what it does, and it's simple enough.
Oh yeah.
yeah. I always love these things where like you kind of switch modes in level, and then it also switches like music tracks. Something that I've seen a few times.
We need to find the switch to open this door.
2 state levels.
Here we go.
What do you mean 2 castles?
Got it.
Oh god! I never thought of that until you said that. Is that like a Japanese thing? Like having a castle that flips upside down?
I don't think so.
It's just kind of a weird coincidence, I guess.
Just remember the this and the next stage have like a lot of interesting things going on with the soundtrack. So like the soundtrack version of the music is like really weird.
Oh, hey, yeah, that's right. They have summoner enemies.
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Should we risk following those torches?
Can you risk it all?
You surprised me.
Can we risk gambling at Casino Zone?
You surprised me. This is the sound of shock.
Leave it to me.
Got it.
I do
You
tend to,
figured it out. Good job.
I do tend to remember that this game becomes a lot more annoying whenever you have characters who aren't like leveled up.
Yeah. And if you lose a life, then yeah, it all goes to shit.
Whoa.
Go down there.
Wee.
Boing.
Oh
What?
no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh! Oh, what a heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Let's go down
I
there.
kind of felt I have to keep those in just for the true experience.
Sonic is the master of the obvious right now. Let's go in the only place that we can go to. It's a good,
Look, the
good
door's
idea.
opened.
Already.
Shit.
Yeah.
Fuck that plan.
I hate him. Fuck him.
Sonic level 3?
Oh wow, what the hell?
Leave it to me. Go.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Got it.
Oh, they just have guns. They just fire bullets at you.
No, like, yeah, I mean that's really unusual for the Sonic series for people to just have guns.
Not
Well,
unusual for the 3D.
yeah, this is like really like you really got to focus on just not bumping into anything.
Yeah. I love that's an intentional just bonk against the wall.
Just kind of screwing with you.
Because it looks like something that should have killed you.
Things are going anywhere and killing you in this game?
Leave it to me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yay.
Here we go.
Leave it to me.
I just love the upside down signs.
Got it.
Level up.
Be careful not to fall.
Okay.
Let's go. Yay. Yay.
Yeah, hitting these things can be kind of a dick.
Let's go. Yay. Let's go. Yay. Yay.
Ugh.
Jeez.
Let's go. Yay. Let's go. Yay.
Do you have to hit them?
I'm kind of assuming so, but I guess I didn't gave up.
Let's go.
It just kind of looked like a far trip, you know.
Side by side.
What was that?
I think it increases your flight dodge.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah, like-
temporary. Like, it's just like a booster power-up.
Yeah, I got you. It's just...
A bit like that thing in Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I'm gonna reference.
Yeah, I thought of the exact same thing, so...
I was thinking of Jumper too, so... Y'all's are more relevant than mine. Ow.
Phew, that was close.
Are we okay?
What was close?
No problem.
That was just a rattle of generic quotes that made no sense.
I touched that fire. That was real close.
I burnt myself. That was real close. Wait, the fire? Yeah.
Oh, break the wall.
Yeah.
You'll lay a bomb.
Be a switch for this door somewhere.
Yay.
Here we go.
Got it.
Well, probably I don't get it.
Bump your sword into it to see if it makes a different noise.
Oh, okay.
I
I don't-
that anyway.
I don't know if you can break that, but
There
I
they
would
can.
have tried.
Oh yeah, I remember when that happens with the homing attack.
That happens in a lot of Sonic games.
Actually, no, I don't remember him just fucking looping around like that
Well,
forever.
yeah, in Adventure he would loop around like once and then fall, but here he kind of dedicates to it.
Level up. Level up.
are an entrance to the tower.
A spike shield, better punch it.
Didn't think of that actually.
Leave it to me. Yay.
Got it.
Level up.
He just punches them with his friends.
What?
What? Upside down? This is a complete new revelation.
Leave it to me.
Here we go.
Got it. Take this. Take this.
Leave it to me.
I love just the random amount of things you destroy. You're just like, that one in particular, I don't like him. Yeah!
Got it.
Well, he has a shield, so being bonked in the head will do nothing to him.
Leave it to me.
Just Team Blast.
Oh no. That was just straight from the video thumbnail.
That's
wasn't
literally the thumbnail. Oh wait, I must have just missed that edit out. This was when like the video editor was like really giving me trouble, so
Oh yeah.
we'll just let that slide.
Upside down again.
Sonic? Okay, there we go.
Leave it to me.
Here we go. Go.
No.
Oh yeah, it just spins for no goddamn reason.
Oh yeah, here's the foreshadowing moment.
That statue.
Sonic, look. There's
Oh, I forgot they just flat out like have dialogue for it. So
a
Yeah.
All right.
there it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Here we go. Take this.
They really foreshadowed that. I didn't remember that.
Funny thing is, if you play the game like I did, you literally like you never see the twist.
We can find a wall that we can break through.
That's like... I definitely didn't see it when I was playing. But then again, I wouldn't really have known what Metal Sonic is, but still, I didn't see that like, you know... It wasn't even like, whoa, what's that? I mean, sometimes you just don't look at the background.
The like volcano fire thing there. I felt like it didn't really ever get use.
Oh, it gets used alright.
Huh. I just remember like once you've hit anything with your punches at that point, they're pretty much already dead.
No, you'll see. So I must we jump here. No, I didn't. At all.
Whee.
So I just had to stop in a second to see if I'm actually being affected by gravity. No, not really.
All right.
It's a very tower of arrogance.
Gravity a thing? Nah.
Jump.
Sorry, Tails. I refuse.
It's that one Darkstalkers stage.
Yeah, tower of arrogance.
All right.
Really abrupt ending there. I couldn't even like see the ring until the replay.
I like how their eyes sort of glow in the dark.
I didn't use all my strength.
Yes.
Stage
Again,
12.
missions.
What a cat.
Zone 6, Act 2.
I wonder what's next.
Yeah, but these are also a lot longer than classic stages.
True.
Which wouldn't be a problem if you didn't have to play the game 4
Leave it
times.
to me.
Yeah, I really wouldn't mind this game so much if that wasn't the case.
See, I remember this area, like, the music just changes to different sections of the song depending on which room you're in. So it has kind of a dynamic music thing going on, which is interesting.
Yes.
Do you actually know if that was necessary?
Not really.
Hello!
Hi.
Got it.
So I remember this level being pretty difficult as a kid, and there's one particular area I'll point out when we get to it.
Leave them to me, Sonic.
But not you, Tails. You can fend for yourself.
Don't step on that shadow. Leave it to me.
Why would you step on me with the ultimate life form?
All right.
Look at all those.
Don't tread on me, but it's Shadow instead of the snake.
Mysterious switch. Wonder what it does.
You mean that one that like flips the world? Oh, this is quite cute. The paintings.
Oh yeah. I'm scared. I just love the amount of times that they just like point out, telling you to do the one thing that you can do in the room. It's like, hey, you should hit the switch. Like, well, yeah, no shit. It's not like the pole where it's not fucking intuitive at all.
They're really weird with their... I don't even know what to call it, but...
It's like almost tutorial-esque. Their guidance. Okay.
Oh yeah, you're totally gonna react to that.
Yeah.
Jump, jump, glide, glide.
Use the brakes and jump. B button to brake, and A button to jump.
Look out.
You're about to crash. Ah.
Got it.
So the mod of this game would replace all of Knuckles' dialogue with "Oh no," and all of Sonic's dialogue with "Ah."
Pulling out all the tricks.
There's that switch again.
The statue's positions change depending on which switch it's from.
Maybe you could just let us hit the buttons and see what happens.
I love how they figured that out before you hit the switches. It's like, oh, I've seen this before. I know how this works, Sonic. Don't worry.
I just feel like they're constantly idiot-proofing it, but then you get the stuff like the pole.
Like, I don't remember if you even pointed out, like, during the second, like the Shadow Team fight, which is the second of those fights, that's when they actually decided to drop the tutorial on, like, how the whole, like, team versus, or, like, character versus character thing works.
Yeah.
But, like...
I mean, you definitely have to be a certain formation to counteract them. I was just kind of being impatient and stupid.
Yeah, but, like, they didn't tell you about it until the second fight. Like, it's
I
just...
may have just not touched the question mark thing, although, yeah, that tutorial thing was there for the second fight, so...
Level up.
Oh.
That's apparently possible, alright.
We have to break through the wall.
Oh, Bob didn't know how to do that.
See any walls that we could break through?
Oh.
Already.
That's annoying.
All right.
Yeah, the dynamic music's weird because it just means in certain rooms, if you stay in it long enough, you'll just hear the same part of the song over and over again.
Hmm.
I'm falling!
Not lame.
Leave it to me.
This door won't open without finding a switch.
I think it's interesting. It just seems kind of, I guess, arbitrary. I don't know.
Something may happen if this switch is triggered. Oh wow, look at all those Eggman's robots.
They're pulling out all the
All
tricks.
tricks.
Okay.
The robot's armor is super hard. Let's try removing it first.
Or maybe we just nuke it.
Yeah. I just lost my patience. I also had 94 rings and I just won an extra life.
Bye! No fanfare or anything, it's dead.
Give me that ring.
The shield in this game is not like a rainbow thing. Just kind of picked up on that. It's a shield, right?
Yeah.
They couldn't decide what color they wanted, so it's all the colors.
Right, so from this point on, this is a bit I really found hard. Just make a note that where the last checkpoint was.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it only took me 2 tries as an adult, but this is like a really long stretch until the next checkpoint.
Best record!
Let's go!
I didn't even know what you were jumping at there for a second.
Here we go. There's another trolley. Let's catch it.
Yo, let's catch the next trolley, and maybe we can meet up down at the downtown.
Station Square.
Yeah, no, I traveled through that. Oh no, sorry, that was the checkpoint.
Take care of them first.
Let's see, that section
That was,
there,
no, that wasn't difficult.
the auditory stuff was like actually kind of necessary because you didn't have time to react to the ones that you could see.
Mm.
Hey, we may be able to do triangle jumps. It's so narrow here.
We may be able to, but I don't know.
I've never been as afraid of a bottom as I am in this game. It's honestly really hard to die through any of the means. Not impossible though.
Sonic game, yeah.
Got it.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, this... Because I remember this area, because it's completely gone from the easy mode stages.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why, you know?
Yeah, this section is
Ready anytime.
What is this place?
Oh, I remember this.
Those three altars look suspicious. Let's go.
Let's leave it to Sonic.
He sounded scared, and then he just like, let's let Sonic handle it.
Is he like a revenant? Is he resurrecting you?
Whoa.
Got it.
The special stage thing seems like it's really damn annoying. Like, because I know I got the actual ending in this game. I can't imagine
Jeez.
having the patience to do so.
Pretty sure they're saved to your file and stuff, so while you're going through the game 4 times, you know.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
Especially with easy mode in the picture.
That's not like an explosion, it's just gone. Fucking just erase it from existence.
Let's leave this.
Something that I had no idea as a kid, but like that strikes me now is how classical styled this game is compared to everything around.
Oh
it.
yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, yeah, before and after it were like different. This one's kind of a weird, odd one out. I thought it was higher. I don't know.
Let's go.
I cannot believe it.
So I've got to do all that again.
Jeez.
I had to do that a lot as a kid. Thankfully, as an adult, it only took me 2 tries, but it's still annoying. Also, it's daytime.
I like that. It's just like, you know.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it, that it's daytime now.
All right.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, that was kind of a tough
You have
bit.
lifted the darkness curse.
yeah,
You know.
it doesn't make sense with the story, because, they had until sunset last time, and then...
Well, it is. Well, we can all conclude that it's definitely daytime.
Oh, right. Right.
Oh, no.
Definitely daytime.
Been wasting a lot of time, apparently.
That looks like Mars.
Let's have it now.
What did you say? Now I'm really mad.
Look, most characters have like actual dialogue there. He just goes, "You're trying to stop us again." What did you say, you little shit? Yeah, no, nothing powered up sucks. Oh my, Knuckles leveling up, man.
Level up. Smash them all. Got it.
I wasn't talking to you, Knuckles.
Knuckles is like, oh, I'm always on Eggman's side, so.
You just let Eggman trick you again, Knuckles.
Hey, Knuckles, kill Sonic, okay.
Oh, I got stuck here like an idiot because I completely, I forgot that if you get in a cannon as the power character, it gives you like control over it. I honestly completely forgot that, so you've got to like get in this either other character to progress. So I cut it out though.
This looks like Team Blast material to me.
Yeah, I say this is pretty
Maybe,
damn tedious.
but I don't know what's coming up, so whatever. It's not hard.
Yeah.
Smash them all!
Alright!
Got it!
I was already.
This is like the one time I imagine the volcano thing is actually pretty useful. It's when it just keeps like dropping enemies into it.
Wizards! They're everywhere!
Just cut that out of me being a moron.
It's weird, that's one of those things they don't explain to you over and over again.
I guess this is one of the few things they don't, yeah. Like, the cannon will launch you in a different direction depending on who's the main.
Because I feel like that's another thing that's not entirely intuitive, but,
Hammer time.
I get sick of them repeating, like, the same thing over and over, but then there's some things they don't explain at all and I get stuck.
yeah.
It's the worst tutorializing ever.
Yeah, basically. Points, why not?
I see dots, I pick them up. That's how I am.
Look at the hitbox on that volcano thing there.
Meanwhile, his Space Invaders setup. And he just fucking laughs.
The hell are those things doing?
You.
Got it!
Leave it to me. Got it.
What's the matter? Got nothing left?
Keep them coming.
What did you say, you little shit?
Just warming up.
What? No, I'm ready, man!
Only the beginning!
Yeah, the volcano.
There you go.
Cool.
I'm not going in this Knuckles again.
Hey, you got a shield.
Yeah.
Oh, the fuck?
This is what happens when you are grinding without motion.
Oh my god, this game.
Also, whenever something like that happens, I'm just terrified of falling.
I
Because I'll
know.
have to do all of that again.
Ain't got time for this!
Got it! Don't get too excited, boys! Those were
Yeah, he has that,
easy
like,
ones.
pasted on grin in this game, too.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Not a very bright move for a genius.
Did he just blame Tails?
I think he's talking about Eggman, but...
Yeah, the boss fights are all like...
Blaming Tails for the lousy score?
All the fight win quotes are, they're actually specific to the fight and not the actual score. Which seems kind of funny, because you get like an E rank in there, and it's like, aha, that was great.
C's mid-rank anyway, so...
This stage is really cool. It's just going from a single airship to just this.
All right, Eggman. Let's get this party started.
Pose at the beginning. So, I love how they had that line about, like, till sunset, and they just completely shit all over that concept.
I thought I was aiming for that rail.
Yeah, that's not even a rail. That's just their little
I know.
energy connection things, which shouldn't look like
I
a
know
rail.
that now.
Yeah.
I know that now.
They shouldn't look like a rail.
No, that's bad design.
Like there. Can you blame me? Look at that.
Better not fall.
Oh right, shit. You could have said
No.
that earlier.
Yeah, if they had given us a tutorial on it, we would have understood.
But this is cool. Like there's just this air fleet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flying battery.
Yeah.
I still remember, like, all the stages from this game. Like, that's kind of stuck to me till this day. It's just, there's a lot of neat stuff going on with them.
Yeah, they made it much memorable. They made memorable zones like the first game. They're like constantly near game over.
I think I got game over twice. Obviously, just cut it out.
Oh,
There's no actual game over. It just kicks you back to the menu.
yes, that's Sonic 3D for you.
But it's quite
That's
generous.
modern
PS1,
games
so-
in general.
Yeah.
Game over.
You just lose your continue in the stage. That's pretty much all they do nowadays. If they still have lives. I think at some point people realize, oh yeah, that was stupid.
It's like a holdover from arcades, really.
Yeah.
Let's go. Here we go. Whoa.
Here we go! Oh shit!
That was a game. They didn't really think the triangle jumped through, did they?
No.
There's a lot they didn't think through. But this does verge so close to being like actually good, but it's held together with like duct tape. Like this needed like another 6 months of development time. This looks really rushed.
Already? Shit! Here we go!
I don't
And then
know.
they veered off in 9 other directions.
Exactly, right? But I like this. It's kind of like I mostly like this. I like the sort of classic kind of zone style. I like the art style. The levels are big and sprawling, which is nice, with alternate paths. But like the actual physics is just constantly against you.
There's a lot of good ideas.
Yeah, exactly.
It feels like they really should have built on this because they had something going. They just had to,
Yeah.
like, refine it and make it not jank as fuck.
It's like 3-player gimmick that feels more like a spin-off than like a main entry. If you know
Yeah.
Can you punch out those cannons?
Huh? What?
Leave it to me.
I can, but I don't fucking care.
Like, if they had made levels kind of like this, but with, like, you control only Sonic or whatever.
Yeah.
Or hell, even, like, you get to pick your character.
Leave it to me. Let's go.
Yeah, you could do like these alternate paths. It just depends on the character. That'd be like Sonic 3, you know?
Yeah, you...
Let's go.
It feels like they almost had something, but then they just...
Rushed it.
I don't know, it's like, did they just... Well, even then, it's like, well, why don't they just like, alright, well, in the next game, like, since we had something going, why don't we just keep going? But they're just like, nah.
Has to
Shadow
be.
the Hedgehog.
That's the story of their lives.
They have to be more dark and next gen and everyone. This is everyone's going through their adolescence. No Zelda.
I'm gonna listen to Linkin Park and you can't stop me.
This thing is, I kind of had that phase where I was, like, kind of out of Sonic because they didn't really want, like, you know, kiddie games, but I wasn't expecting
Yeah.
Sonic to change with the times. I was expecting just to play other things.
Here we go. One down.
But
Damn, you
I never heard that line.
adolescents, you've ruined
One
us
down.
this-
There's like 60 in the air.
Yeah, I don't know.
This is all Knuckles.
This is all his fault.
Row of rings there for Sonic. I don't know how you'd get there. It's just like a really cool level, you know?
Yeah.
Just like skybox, just looking at the planet down below. And it's kind of like a decent explanation for these just kind of these floating platforms in the sky,
Yeah.
honestly.
Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this.
It's almost like they didn't even need the other teams, you know? Like, this would have been enough if they refined it.
Yeah, definitely. But, I mean, considering that the next game is a spin-off featuring one of those characters, I guess they just... Either people really like Shadow, or the Sonic team really likes Shadow.
I think people did.
I did not react to that.
I think because like his story was over, and then they killed him off. He had a complete character arc and story, and it's finished and done. And this and how they brought him back definitely smells of like, oh shit, he's popular. We need to bring him back.
Yeah.
As you'll
Totally.
see.
Well, we'll kill off Kazuya. Oh, oops. Oh, guess we people like him.
I can't tell if the game that they churned out is, like, missing the point, or is, like, right on cue for, like, why people like Shadow.
We'll get to that, I guess.
Yeah, it's... I definitely want to look at it. It's just...
Is Shadow like the first game in a long time that just has a single playable character?
Yeah.
'Cause- yeah, okay.
I think that... Well, actually, I guess that was when it started, because then after that was mostly just, like, Sonic only, as far as I'm aware.
No, because then there's
no.
2006.
Oh, right, that came after. I don't know why I keep thinking it came before. Jeez. I don't know a lot about that game, but I do know that, yeah.
3 hedgehogs. We've got 3 hedgehogs now.
I forgot Shadow was even in
There's
that.
other characters as well.
Yeah.
And then, like, even in, like, you know, Sonic Generations, you've got 2 gameplay styles.
Yeah. Sonic
Oh,
Unleashed
yeah.
is a stupid werehog thing.
Got it.
Guess Sonic Colors like will switch to like 2D occasionally, which isn't as drastic. But it's all basically classic Sonic.
I guess it feels more like it, whether it's like more like a different mode like Generations, or it's more just like here the camera's kind of on the side and it's kind of
Yeah.
a throwback, you know?
Yeah.
Like some segments in Galaxy.
So at this point I thought I'd like accidentally looped back or something, because I'm sure I'd been here before, but no, it's not. They just copy and pasted it. That corner.
Sick of that guy.
Got it.
Let's leave it this way.
I just can't... I can't figure out what they're doing. I don't know, it's just...
They are confused as hell.
Oh, and this is, you have to use a Rocket XL, which I never used up to this point.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I remember this.
the hell? I don't remember.
Yes.
We beat 2 of them.
I like how they're frozen, and you can see the ship's frozen down there, but they still got, you know,
Problem.
hair
I can
physics.
see. I think they're supposed to be, yeah, flying away. But...
This must be Eggman's headquarters.
The airbase!
How does this thing
What?
What?
Doesn't matter. Let's
I pressed a direction. I should have learned not to do that.
This must be Eggman's headquarters.
Also, that's just like a still picture.
Yeah,
Things stay afloat.
it kind of works though.
Let's take it down.
It looks better on like an old like CRT, you know. Didn't expect us to use an emulator to blow it up to 1440.
All right.
That worked.
Let's go! Whee! Whee!
This level is a constant oh shit already.
Yeah.
This is where all the duct tape is.
Cannon?
Here we go. Level up.
Leave it to me. Let's go!
All right.
So I thought that would have been better, but couldn't
I
work
think
well
once you
again.
run out, it doesn't.
I think that was a game over.
Let's go! Whee!
Yes.
Whee!
Here we go.
Alright, in my head canon, Knuckles is actually trying, like he got fooled by Eggman and he's actually trying to kill Sonic again by using him as a weapon, but instead he's just breaking Eggman's robots instead. It's just not working out. Like there, he's just saying like, take this Sonic, and then accidentally breaks the cannon. He's like, shit.
Well, he is throwing him at the ground.
Leave it to me.
This is kind of a... I don't know if I'm stupid or... No, I'm stupid.
Huh?
Is there a spin dash in this game?
No. Well, the Rocket Excel, if you can figure that shit out. There you go.
Did you try to attack it from the wrong side and it didn't blow it up?
I don't think I tried to attack it at all. I think I jumped over it. He's supposed to take his arm off, and I honestly can't
Maybe
remember
it's
how.
when he's like, you know, you use the spinning attack, like the whirlwind, when he's like teetering on one leg after.
Oh, maybe, or just homing attack when he just does that. I used to know how to do it, but here we're just like...
But he definitely has a teetering animation after he does the, you know.
I think you're right, that does ring a bell. No, so it doesn't work if it's not fully extended.
Nah.
Oh god, I remember these rails terrifying me.
Ugh. Oh, that's how they work.
Ah, it's a good time for that tutorial. From what I remember, like, anytime the game does something like this, you just have to press nothing.
Yeah.
The game will kind of, like, just drop you where it needs you.
Really, I get a feeling if it was a
Oh
little...
my god!
Yeah, that I had
You
to
pressed
move.
the button.
'Cause that, yeah, but it wasn't going to put me on the rail.
It might have.
It wasn't. Well, you tell me, right? Like, does that look like I'm synced up with it?
It looks like you're almost synced up to it, and I think it would have worked because of the like optical illusion, because of the camera angle.
Well,
Yeah, I
It
think
does definitely
kind of
look
freaked
like
out
it.
a bit.
It definitely does look like it's not going to, yeah. And I don't blame you for not giving them trust.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you, but I honestly think that it probably would have worked. It's just...
Those look more challenging.
that's not good. I was gonna say something about that, how that doesn't work, and then it started working, so the fuck do I know?
It's just like guarding.
Yeah.
I figured it would guard until you stopped, but no. Just wasting your time.
Got it.
Leave it to me.
Got it. Level up. Here we go.
Beep.
It's good job he has that button.
Actually self-destruct. It's blown to pieces.
Wonder why it's self-destructing.
Because
Tails, fucking idiot.
but it's not an Eggman robot.
It wants to die.
It's the red laser.
Oh man, the ray laser.
What was that bright light? Giant laser cannons?
How the fuck is this? No, based on the color.
Yeah, I don't know why they go with color coded when they don't. If that makes any sense.
I know this is obnoxious, but
It
I
works.
didn't want to be Knuckles. I don't want to be Knuckles and fly off the edge of the level.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
Whatever works.
You get that guy with the dynamite.
Let's go. Stay. Whee! Stay.
Okay.
Why are those so damn annoying to hit? Jesus.
I don't know. I couldn't tell because it's like the arc. But you've got to jump to hit them. But like jumping in flight form is really finicky.
Here we go.
No, right, I'm on levels, so.
Got it.
Leave it to me. Let's go. Whee!
Here we go. Take this. Yeah. I've got it.
Okay.
He's gonna.
Maybe it's more like I've got this. And
Yeah,
it
but-
kind of got mangled into. I've got it. Yeah.
I see now.
Ah, I see. Dying.
Take this. Take this.
Seems like we have to activate all 3 switches.
This like never works properly. It's like getting them to actually stay on the switch seems really janky.
It's janky, but it's the least offensive thing in this game. At least they like snap to it, you know. No, I wish I had my Team Blast now.
There's robots everywhere. Time to
And it turns out they're not actually that tough.
I'll destroy everything that comes my way.
I feel like the voice direction for Tails got better, but not the actual voice.
Yeah, the direction's definitely better, but that was awful. I'm pretty sure that kid got high just because of his parents. I'm
Oh,
sorry to
right,
say, I'm
yeah.
sorry if that sounds mean, but that kid is awful. What? I'm falling.
Leave it to me.
Look at all those Eggman's robots.
It's not the worst thing ever, but
It's just annoying.
yeah.
Let's go.
Here we go. There's robots everywhere. Time to party.
3.
It's time for a rockin' robot party.
I'll destroy everything that comes my way.
Also, we just did this like this line sequence like 2 screens ago or something.
Take this. Take this.
Would you say that you enjoyed the combat in this game in any fashion?
Leave it to me.
It's
We should find
Like
the switches first.
they try to like mix it up and stuff, but it kind of
The
just
tougher enemies
Yeah.
aren't always the
I mean,
greatest.
it's a Sonic game. It's not Streets of Rage, you know. It's fine. It's a bit different. I mean, you wouldn't really. It gives a bit more utility to the 3-character gimmick.
nice camera.
No, I don't hate it. It's just I wish Knuckles wouldn't just like fly around whenever he punches.
Yeah.
So I actually couldn't find what I was supposed to do here.
Let's go.
So I just did this instead.
Let's go.
Huh. Because that's definitely not what you're supposed to do.
No.
Leave it to me.
I'm gonna take a wild guess and say no, that is not what you're supposed to do.
Got it.
Oh yeah, it looks like I knocked it over when that happened.
Shit. All right. Shit. All right. Shit. There they are.
Eggman's robot.
Leave them to me.
Oh, there they are. We've been looking all over for them. We haven't found them. They've been hiding over here.
Yeah, even when I was doing that, the amount of dialogue repetition was out of control.
And I'm keeping in mind the fact that you edit out a lot of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Look at all those robots.
Wow.
Yeah, you do hear you hear them even more when you lose lives, and then you got to do it again.
Oh, yeah, then in a certain spot. Of course. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, they leave their helmet behind.
One heck of a battle.
No problem. Piece of cake.
It's the yellow laser.
Yeah, I was of two minds if I should just aim for to land on the next rail along, or wait until land on that one that I can like snap to it. Oops. And that's why I made the decision I did.
Laser.
The camera does not like helping you out there.
No.
All right.
It's the blue laser. It's the red laser.
You can say left or right.
Lasers? A hero's welcome.
There doesn't need to be
So
any
after
voice
wait
clips
to-
there. Like, they have a visual cue. Why would they even need to say anything at all?
Because we've got voice acting. That's kind of an old school kind of
Yeah.
design.
Why did I build that thing?
Yes.
It was also apparently completely hollow.
This does a good job of doing kind of old school designs like that while still working with the new Eggman design.
Yeah.
Or unlike what I saw Sonic Adventure, where he kind of looks a little weird in that game.
Yeah. I like the art design here. This feels more like an update of what I knew than
Yeah.
Sonic Adventure.
Oh yeah, you have to unlock the different gameplay versus modes. That's why
Yeah.
there's so many.
No Chao stuff.
This time you won't get away.
Give it up.
I remember being upset about that as a kid.
Enough of this.
I did cut a few tries here because there's not really much to see.
What real evil is. This is it, guys. Don't hold anything back.
Okay.
No worries.
Level up.
Level up.
Level up.
Level up.
So if you get too far, you'll just charge at you, which is, as far as I'm told, completely unavoidable.
Got it.
So you've got to just maintain a certain distance.
Yeah.
Level up.
And then again, this is not my first try at this. I cut a few out because it's just kind of hard to watch.
Here we go.
So I do have a plan here. My plan is to get Knuckles to level 3
free damage.
Shield was out, but...
What?
You
What?
did
I
a
don't know
shield
that-
blast!
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I remember that glitch somehow, now that it happened.
I did not know about that. That's weird.
I don't even know how that kind of glitch happens. Oh yeah, Eggman continuing the tradition of repetitive boss clips. I can say take this too!
Alright, so remember what I said about the volcano attack?
Wow. What? Jesus Christ, this game.
Damage rush.
The three of us are unstoppable.
We can make it if we all stick together.
Boy, talk about cutting it close.
Not really.
Come on, tell me you weren't scared. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Well, maybe you're right. Thanks, Knuckles. You too.
Huh?
I'm glad I recorded this in stereo because I knew Amy was to the right.
I'm out of here.
Huh. Not much of an ending, huh?
No.
Well, we beat him.
Beat the game. Never played again.
I love the... It's like, here's the intro from this long adventure that was about 2 hours long. Remember these great memories?
This is pretty consistent with the previous two games where they handle credits.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's consistent with the previous two games.
I
Where they
mean-
had long stories and stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but Sonic Adventure 2 wasn't that long.
It's also just the opening video, like, in its entirety.
No, it's not just that.
I mean, yeah, but it shows the entire thing. It's like you either, like, you do
how long the
snippets.
credits are.
Yeah.
Well, they look crisper now because they're not like blowing up the resolution.
This is such a weird cutscene.
It's not Eggman's robots.
It isn't. Like, okay. I'll believe you, I guess.
It's like a T-1000?
Yeah, exactly.
Have you seen this boy?
Have you seen this hedgehog?
Shadow just really likes fighting Sonic in jungles.
He does, yeah.
President of Sega! I don't know why I wanted to say that, but I did.
It was fun to say. Omega is a character, I guess. Shadow has more personality in that cutscene than I've ever seen him have.
Yeah, that like little smug look he gives.
Yeah, I love that look because it's like there's something that's actually kind of like funny about it.
I guess this, you put Shadow in this kind of lighter or happier game. That,
Yeah.
you kind of get something neat.
Because
Oh man, remember this bit?
it's like they almost had something going with that, but they didn't stick with it.
What's that? Character consistency.
Sort of have a, kind of a smug rival type character,
Yeah, like have it be a fun rivalry, not like this like melodramatic bullshit. No,
No,
I don't wanna.
Try another.
12 characters.
My Amy's team has 4 characters on it. That's not fair.
That's why it's easy.
Actually, we should probably start
Wow.
past the first Sonic cutscene, but yeah.
Whatever, we didn't see this.
Oh yeah, this is new.
Oh yeah, you pause past it?
Yeah, I skipped it.
I regret not actually adding the one for Sonic Adventure 2 in there because it just wasn't in that PC port, which is just
Yeah.
weird.
Wasn't in the original, so hey. Yeah, that's him. He just machine guns everything, and yeah, that's...
It's his equivalent.
The entire Dark team is like just doesn't fit in this game. It's weird.
I mean, I could see Rouge fitting, because she's always been...
Yeah.
She's definitely a lighter character, just kind of, like, gets in the Dark team because she was a double agent, you know?
Yeah. Tails, you were flying, you weren't doing the grinding. Oh my god, they've really foreshadowed this.
Oh no, the Void!
Why another story?
Because it's not
We'll
like...
try all the stories.
It feels like it's supposed to be a surprise that you see him at the end, but... They just keep mentioning it. It's like, and then you're like, when you don't see him, you're like, well, I guess that's what the final ending's gonna be. Oh man, hey Sonic. Haven't seen you in a while.
Now I can figure out what the hell this intro is, because I didn't even pay attention to it.
I like the idea of Knuckles just hanging out with Tails.
Guess what, Sonic Heroes? I finally developed the ultimate weapon. In 3 days, I'll conquer the world. Think you can...
Give me 3 days, man.
What kind of villain tips off the authorities?
Well,
Well, it makes sense with the twist.
So Sonic's the authorities now?
I'm quoting. I was quoting a line from Justice League.
Oh. I just...
We might as well be.
I love how they're Sonic heroes, too. The frame rate went to hell, apparently.
This must be it. I found Eggman's secret treasure.
I found it!
I've got to say these are pretty well animated. These hold up.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Huh?
But he's not a robot.
Hey, hold up!
I think we can reason with this guy.
I like her expression there, though. Pretty great. It's just like, dude.
Now I do it. Now I know what this is all about. You're mad at Eggman for sealing you in this room.
Please explain it to us.
You're grounded, Gamma.
You can't remember
It
anything.
was Omega, whatever. Same character.
Then it's settled.
Oh my god, Omega
Now
is so
you two
weird.
make up so we can start looking for Eggman together.
I do like
yeah,
the
baby.
whole, like,
Here's
let's
what
just
doesn't
fast
mean.
forward through it.
Yeah.
Here's the real highlight.
I wonder where Sonic is.
My paper!
Oh, this is the only remnant of Sonic I have left. Oh, it's a Pokemon.
Yep. off with my only clue! Oh boy, this voice isn't going to get annoying!
Wait, the only clue to, like, finding Sonic?
Yes.
I mean, I think there's a reason that you don't know where he is. Oh!
Hey, you guys, cheer up. You know we'll find them. No time to waste just standing here. Come on.
We gotta have reasons for the other two to be invested.
I
Amy
can't,
just needs Sonic.
I can't believe somebody who also looks like Sonic just kidnaps people.
Sure, that's not Shadow.
No, it's...
And these guys are back after after what, 8 years? I believe they brought these characters back from our favourite game.
What's wrong with you?
It's here. We've got work.
What?
Where's Mighty? Who?
I've got a bad.
That was a little too real to those dollar signs.
Besides, you know our policy. We
The yen symbols in the Japanese version.
Yeah, you know our policy.
Come on, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Also, Vector's design is very different now.
Yeah. You know, in the game...
Cute.
In the game with too much dialogue, they have a lot of characters who I don't want to listen to talk.
Sonic,
Yeah.
this time there's
Even at the time, that's one of my main thoughts.
It's like, I remember Charmy just annoys the shit out of me.
over there.
What's up, SBO? And you are.
Just what do you think you're doing here?
Who's this broad?
Wow.
I remember Vector being so weird in this one.
It looks like a
Voice.
sexist like guy from the 50s. Who's this broad?
Well, that was just a random fight.
I'm gonna choke his cock off.
Why does that animation keep popping up in these games?
I'll cock his clock off.
I'm made of... What is going on?
I'm not really sure, but betcha Dr. Eggman has something to do with it, and we're not gonna let him get away with it. Come on, let's get out of here.
Okie dokie.
Still John St. John, by the way. I did look that up.
Guess that Eggman was a fake after all.
I'm not sure what order these are in.
You know what? Our
I mean,
sure
it's kind of irrelevant.
I mean, yeah, but it's just kind of weird how they decided to do it.
Strangely enough, I
Chronological,
have a
but-
weird feeling about our client's real identity. It could be you know who.
Metal Sonic.
I'm pretty sure Metal Song's at the end of every one of these cutscenes, but I think they were cut out.
I'm gonna choke off your cock!
Jesus Christ!
What?
It's a half a shadow robot.
Man, they killed Sonic! Sonic was a
No,
robot.
no, he's fine, he's here. There he is. Hey Sonic, how's it going?
Oh my god, Sonic's okay! Great!
He's made of liquid metal now.
Yeah, I think it's just those two then, because
it's a
I mean, he does show up in every story, but I think it's in a later boss fight or something.
I think it's less relevant to Team Mo's, and I think for the Chaotix, it's like, it's more the mystery of who their client is.
Sonic.
It's not an Eggman robot.
Nope.
Sonic, Knuckles.
Whatever.
All life form data successfully copied.
Guess that is last then.
Hi.
Here's the crossover we all wanted.
If I could ask you something.
If you want to wait, it'll have to wait.
Jade! You think this is a joke, you little brat?
Now hand over that chow nice and easy.
I bet you're the ones who get chocolate.
Charmy and SPO are married.
Is that they?
What the hell is going on with fucking cheese? It's like warped.
Time to rock and roll.
Look, it's that hedgehog.
Wonder what the big rush is all about. Bet you those guys
It's a
will end up
Sonic
getting
rush.
in my way and making trouble.
Oh no.
Hey, isn't that
Sonic!
Talk
Talk about being
Is this one much
full of
louder?
surprises.
Long time
Sure.
no see, boys.
Yeah, it's
Too bad you had to
Orochi,
come all this
Sonic.
way for nothing. We'll
Jesus.
take it from here.
What'd you say?
Sensors locked on Eggman. Non-compliant intruders will be destroyed.
Didn't you know? We have a date with Eggman too.
Is that so?
Everyone has a date.
It'll be a date to die for.
Hey, that's
I think when they made a shadow robot, they just gave him a little more humor. It's not an Eggman robot.
Completely destroyed.
Now let's find that secret treasure.
Oh yeah, this is their ending.
Oh no.
Prepare to destroy immediate area.
Hey, Omega, did I ever tell you that Shadow is a robot and... Oh, never mind. Good luck.
I don't care.
Know about cloning. The original must exist somewhere.
Or is dead.
You can't
All
take
this
DNA
for
from
what?
someone who's dead.
Nothing. I might as well go look for that Master Emerald, since that irritating Echidna is here.
Why is Echidna in all caps?
What do you say?
Yeah, kind of a weird way to
What
put
else
emphasis
is a
on it.
famous treasure
I'm
hunt
surprised it wasn't like a
to do?
TM afterwards. Knuckles the.
I don't know if Sega own Echidnas.
Oh! They're also.
There it is, there's the line.
Oh yeah, that's why the data they had. I thought they were going to actually get the data of Big and be like, yeah, we got Big's data.
Oh, because they're both related to Chaos. In, like, a really kind of strained way.
Sure, okay. I like they got Big back for one more game.
And then everything exploded. The end.
Talk about cutting it close.
Not really.
Come on, tell me you weren't scared. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Well, maybe you're right. Thanks, Knuckles. You too.
We don't
Direction for
hear
these
the
pre-rendered
character themes,
cutscenes.
though.
The voice direction here seems a little different to like the in-game stuff. It's almost like they were actually in the same room for these readings.
Oh, yeah.
Or maybe I'm overthinking it, but they seem to be... It sounds more like they're talking to each other rather than just here's a line without context.
Makes sense. Put more
So
effort
no-
into this.
Guess it was a fake after all. What do you mean, after all?
I wonder if how much of Vector's redesign was based on just that he had to fill that power role.
You knew it was me all along, didn't you? It's all part of being a good detective.
Do the fake Eggmans have a different design?
Hold on, you guys. It's no trick. And besides, I plan on
I didn't notice.
rewarded handsomely for helping me. As soon as I conquer the world,
That would be an interesting detail.
I will pay you. Some nerve promising what you ain't got. We've been had. Just wait a minute. Just listen to me.
Take this, you bad man!
I think Charmy's got the worst voice.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
Then who was it? Who locked you up here for trying to conquer the world? It was...
I think we've reached the point I couldn't reach as a kid because those special stages suck.
All living things kneel before your master.
Dun dun dun.
He's got a cape?
Weird design that never came back.
Hey, sometimes you put on a cape to have your bad guy styling going on. Also, I got all the data. That means I'm going to become this.
Oh my god, I think I'm gonna have a seizure looking at this.
Christ. Yeah, that definitely looks like something out of Sonic 3D Blast.
Why do Chaotix only appear in games with Metal Sonic?
On the Dargan.
Oh, it's perfect chaos.
Sonic has finally transformed.
Oh, finally.
That's Metal Sonic?
It's useless. Metal Sonic has combined your data with the power of chaos and is super strong. We can't defeat it.
I forgot
Oh,
Chaos was...
Chaos is a factor. Okay.
Yeah, that he actually mentioned it before.
I was thinking it's kind of like lazy design that it kind of resembles perfect chaos, like somewhat, very superficially.
The Emerald's power. Our chances for victory are slim. It would take a miracle.
Just leave that to me, Doc.
Sonic, no! I'm going with you too!
Tails.
You can count me in, too.
Knuckles.
Okay, guys, we'll buy you some time. That way you can use your superpowers.
My superpower.
Like heat vision and X-ray.
Alright, so Sonic Adventure 1 had one super character. Adventure 2 has 2 super characters. Now we got 3, so...
Remember, teamwork is the real superpower.
I like Chaotix giving him a thumbs up even though they haven't met him.
Yeah.
they should have had a little line with Knuckles, just like, oh hey, it's you.
It should have just been like, yeah, you handle this. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Oh. Where's the final boss fight? I saw it when we
Yeah, I mean, they're about to fight it. God, he's got a big hand!
Oh, it's not showing the actual, the first form, where you play as the other characters.
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, they're the first form where you play as the other characters in trios.
Oh,
Before you go supersonic.
Wait, do they not turn super? They're just kind of accessories?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Oh, this looks awful.
The fuck?
It's weird seeing, like, new content for this game I played a lot as a kid. Thanks, Amy.
Or you just jiggle at them.
No, stop it.
That's what I'm saying, nah.
I don't think this is how this boss fight usually works.
I mean, to be fair, considering how I was just playing the game.
Wait, he called Sonic a copy of him, but he was created to destroy... Okay.
We're with you until the end. You actually thought you could defeat me by transforming into a
Let me show you just what I'm made of now, and what I'm made of is Team Blast.
Nah!
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Leave it to me.
That...
I think he's found an exploit to grind Team Blast.
Yeah, because...
That's what he's doing. Yeah, look at that bar.
He's like attacking the projectiles.
Oh my god, that's... okay.
So yeah, this game is made of duct tape, and sometimes that can be your advantage.
Yep. Yeah, sure you are.
Did it!
Phew, that was pretty tough. Too bad it's all over. For you!
So, does that didn't miss much?
Not really.
Well, I mean, normally you don't get... normally it's not that.
We're Sonic heroes.
That was just nonsense.
Anytime you want to
Speedrun tech.
just let me know. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Sonic, wait up! Sorry to leave like this, but I can't let
I was half expecting it to hug Metal Sonic.
Sonic sure has his hands full.
I can't. Why did Metal Sonic transform back to his old design?
Does she? Oh no, you don't. Wait.
Because you beat him up.
But then why did he have a new design, like, besides the transformation? I loved him.
Aw.
All right, our next adventure awaits us, so there's no time to waste.
And it's a hell of an adventure. Yeah, well, you have to name it after yourself, you egotistical prick.
I forgot how much they love name dropping the game itself.
We don't really
Sonic
need
Adventure 2.
credits again, do we?
Oh, we have a lot to reflect on. Like,
What the
man,
hell that final boss was.
that was weird.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Are you sure about that thing where you play as the other characters, Yoshi?
Yeah.
Yes,
I remember-
absolutely.
I remember there being something else there.
That's why they're talking in the cutscene about will distract him.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was a lot weirder of an experience than I expected.
I mean, the thing is, I can't just say it's like flat out bad, because there's a lot of things I like about it, but it's junky as all hell. Especially those bosses.
Yeah.
I can't
Gunnar
help but wonder-
Nelson from the Nelsons.
Something weird about the fact that this is, like, they all have this theme, you know, like these, like, vocal themes, but this is the one that's just the name of the game.
Yeah. Marketing. Yeah, that game... I don't hate it. I've got to be honest.
I feel like...
But it's like disappointing. Like, I feel like there's some great ideas there, but the execution is just so poor.
I feel like the most disappointing thing is they didn't try to work off of this.
Yeah.
They just kind of went... Because, like, 06 is more like adventure style as far as I know.
Yeah, it is, yeah, very much so. This feels more like a spin-off, which is weird.
But it's also a little closer to the originals and, like, has multiple paths and...
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it feels like
They considered being more closer to the originals to be a spin-off.
Yeah.
They did it again in Generation.
No, I meant the like the 3-character gimmick.
Yeah.
Not like the story or anything.
I mean, that's kind of true, though, at this point, because you get, like, Sonic Advance, which is more classic style, but it's kind of a side thing.
I mean, like canonically, this is part of the main series. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about that. It's just the team thing is so gimmicky. Just
So, like, just like the mainline series is like the gimmicky one. It feels like it really shouldn't be, but it feels like everything that would be normally reserved for spin-offs is in the mainline, and everything that
Yeah.
kind of stays true to fashion is like the side games, like the Manias and the Advance.
It's like when Castlevania has like the Metroid style games and the handhelds, and then whatever the fuck in 3D.